Woo-wee! Welcome in, welcome in. We're gonna get going here in just a minute. Oh, I'm getting all set up. Vehicle's getting ready to come on. How we all doing the last day of 2025, y'all? Let's get another good year going. I know my first year anniversary is coming up for my business on January 8th. I'm excited. I'm gonna get a giveaway going, get some people in here. So for the giveaway tonight, I don't know what it's gonna be honest with you. I got some fantasy notes. I have some, it's kind of funny. I have let's get them in there. Hold on. Invite the co-host, confirm. I got some of these. I don't know what I'm gonna give you guys, but I'm gonna give you something. Ugh, vehicle promoted the show. What a guy. Getting a giveaway going, vehicle. I don't know what I was just telling him. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be some kind of
smokes.
OG Fat Zero. How you doing, buddy?
Hope everybody's doing well. Happy New Year to you guys. Merry Christmas.
Oh man. So tonight we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to talk notes for a couple hours, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of do a mini show, I guess. I don't know if it's really mini. I'm going to run until you guys quit buying shit, basically. Man, we got a ton of stuff to show you. Got a ton of stuff to talk about, but come with your questions, man. Get us your questions. What do we want to talk about tonight, vehicle?
Well, man, I guess let's talk about. Did you happen to see that video I sent you?
Oh, I didn't take a whole look at it. I did see it though.
Yeah, I think you know that was something that was really strange to me, and um I think I want to talk a little bit about that eventually tonight.
Yeah, we
Um,
definitely need to.
about the 1923 or 1933 gold heist. Um, and does anybody know about the 1933 gold heist?
Yeah, OG Fat Zero. That isn't that when that's when they outlawed private ownership of gold, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Carolina
they so
Currency Brothers in the house.
they outlawed private ownership of gold bullion, gold U.S. gold coins, and U.S. gold certificates.
Yeah.
So and here's basically what happened. Let
No
me get a
Puerto
gist of
Rico,
it real
Jared.
quick.
No Puerto Ricos, Jared. We're going to be selling after 9:30. Tonight's show is a educational series that we do every Wednesday night from 7:30 to 9:30. Just to give you a heads up. Come back at 9:30, and but I don't have any Puerto Ricos.
All right,
Sorry.
so we'll just this is like a 15-minute video, and we'll just watch it real quick, you guys. So here you go.
On the morning of April 6th, 1933, millions of Americans woke up as criminals, not because they had stolen something, but because they owned gold. Yesterday, it was their legal right. Today, it was a federal crime punishable by 10 years in prison. Overnight, President Roosevelt transformed gold from a symbol of wealth into an instrument of crime. And so began the most
Can you guys hear it? Okay.
Yeah, it's coming through loud.
massive robbery in human history. A robbery that the government committed against its own people. Today, we'll tell you how, in 30 days, Americans voluntarily surrendered 3,600 tons of pure gold to the government, and why none of them suspected that they were simply being deceived. Picture 1933. America is experiencing the most terrible economic crisis in its history. The Great Depression has turned a prosperous nation into a country of the unemployed and destitute. Every day, banks are closing, people are losing their savings, some are losing their homes, and some no longer have the ability to feed their children. Fear and panic reign in society. In such times, people seek security. And for Americans in 1933, security had the color of gold. Gold coins, gold bars, gold certificates. This was the only thing that could be trusted was collapsing. But the new president, Franklin Delano, looked at this gold with completely different eyes. For him, every ounce in private hands was an obstacle on the path to saving the economy. He devised a plan where saving America required taking all private and corporate gold from citizens. To understand the scale of what happened, we need to return to the origins of the American system. Since 1879, the USA had lived under the gold standard. Every dollar was tied to a specific amount of gold. This meant that the government couldn't simply print money out of thin air. Every banknote had to be backed in real gold in the treasury. The system worked for decades. Americans got used to the fact that their money wasn't just paper, but real value. Many kept gold coins at home like we keep cash in our wallets today. But in 1929, everything changed. The stock market crash triggered a chain reaction. When banks began collapsing, one after another, people, gripped by panic, rushed to withdraw their deposits. But they demanded not paper, but gold. Real, tangible gold. By 1933, the situation had become critical. The Federal Reserve's gold reserves were rapidly melting away. Every day, tons of precious metal were being withdrawn from banks. If this continued, the gold standard would collapse, and with it, the entire American economy. Roosevelt understood to save the country, it was necessary to break the link between the dollar and gold. But doing this required doing the impossible, taking gold away from an entire nation. April 5th, 1933, Roosevelt has been in the White House for only a month. The economic crisis has reached its peak. After another cigarette, the president finally signs a document that will go down in history as one of the most controversial orders in American history. Executive Order number 6102. Official title: Forbidding the hoarding of gold coin, gold bullion.
All right. So you see it right there. So from April 5th to May 1st, they had everybody in America had to turn over their gold. Like all the gold, all their gold bullion, all their gold US gold coins, all their US gold certificates, they had to turn them in. Okay. And this 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 is I don't know. This it was kind of concerning to me, you guys. But let's keep watching.
Certificates within the continental United States. But the essence was much simpler and harsher. All Americans were required within the next 25 days to surrender all their gold to the government. Absolutely all of it. The exceptions were ridiculously small: jewelry, dental crowns, rare collectible coins worth more than the regular price of gold, and small amounts of gold for industrial needs. Everything else was subject to immediate confiscation. The price was fixed at $20.67 per ounce. No bargaining, no negotiations, no consideration of market value. The government simply announced, "We're buying your gold at this price, and you have no choice." And now, the interesting part: the punishment for disobedience, a fine of $10,000 or imprisonment for up to 10 years, or both simultaneously. To help you understand the scale of this fine, in 1933, the average American salary was about $1,600 per year. A $10,000 fine was equivalent to 6 years of work, and 10 years in prison was more than many murderers received. But Roosevelt understood threats alone weren't enough. It was necessary to convince Americans that surrendering gold was their patriotic duty, that it was for the common good. A powerful propaganda campaign began. Newspapers across the country published articles saying that hoarding gold was a selfish act that harmed economic recovery. Radio stations broadcast appeals explaining that surrendering gold would help create new jobs. Banks turned into agitation centers, posters hung on their walls with slogans like "Surrender Gold, Save America," and "Your patriotic duty is to help the country in its time of need." The impression was created that those who didn't surrender gold automatically became enemies of the people and traitors, willing to sacrifice the entire country for their own benefit. And this propaganda worked. Most Americans truly believed that they were giving up gold for the good of the nation. They didn't understand that they were participating in the most cynical robbery in human history. What? By May 1st, 1933, the deadline for surrendering gold, lines at banks stretched for blocks. People carried their family savings, gold coins inherited from grandfathers and great grandfathers, their last savings that could ensure them a comfortable old age. Instead of gold, they received paper bills that were rapidly losing their value. The results exceeded the government's boldest expectations. In 1 month, Americans voluntarily surrendered 2,976,000 ounces of gold to the government. This
Damn.
was approximately $118 million at the prices of that time. But converted to modern money, this is about $10 billion. But this was only the gold of private individuals. To this must be added the gold of corporations, banks, and various organizations. In total, the government seized about 3,673 tons of gold from the American economy. Here lies the tragic irony of this story. In those times, many Americans owned gold privately. Many had inherited it from the days of the gold rush and passed it down from generation to generation. Between 1848 and 1860, brave prospectors panned more than 750,000 pounds of precious metal in California mountains. This gold was turned into coins that were carefully preserved in American families. $20 gold coins were minted from California gold starting in 1850. Each such coin contained within itself history and dreams of a better life. And now the government demanded that all this heritage be surrendered. To help you understand the scale of this robbery, I'll provide some comparisons. 3,673 tons of gold is more than all of modern China's gold reserves and almost twice Russia's gold reserves. If this gold were melted down into standard size bars and stacked one on top of another, their height would exceed Everest. If it were sold at modern prices, the revenue would be about $395 billion. With this money, you could build 26 nuclear power plants or buy all the real estate in San Francisco three
Damn.
times. If you are
Damn.
shocked by the scale of this government fraud, give this video a like and make sure to subscribe to the channel. There are plenty more stories like this to come. Love slots? The DraftKings Casino app's got you
Alright.
covered. They have tons of slots to choose from.
So
All these options, I feel like a slot machine. But now comes the most cynical part of the story.
I thought it was over. My
Remember, the
bad.
government was buying gold at $20.67 per ounce. On January 30th, 1934, less than a year after the confiscation, Roosevelt signs the Gold Reserve Act, and overnight, the price of gold is set at a new level, $35 per ounce. Simple arithmetic. The government bought gold for $20.67, and a few months later, it was worth $35. Profit, almost 70%. On the confiscated gold from citizens, the government made about $2.8 billion. For those times, this was astronomical money. For comparison, the entire U.S. federal budget in 1934 was $6 billion. This means that almost half of all American government expenditures in 1934 were financed by robbing its own citizens. Americans who surrendered their gold watched as their
Right.
former savings brought the government incredible profits, while they remained with rapidly depreciating paper bills. Of course, not all Americans meekly agreed to the robbery. Some tried to resist. The famous case is that of Frederick Barber Campbell, a successful businessman He owned gold bars worth more than $200,000 and categorically refused to surrender them. Campbell hired the best lawyers and filed a lawsuit against the government. He argued that the gold confiscation violated the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution, which protects citizens from seizure of private property without just compensation. The case reached the Supreme Court, and there occurred what finally buried Americans' hopes for justice. In 1935, the Supreme Court made a decision in the case Norman versus Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. The court ruled that Congress has the constitutional right to regulate the value of money, and gold clauses in contracts are invalid. In simple terms, the Supreme Court legalized the robbery. It recognized that the government has the right to unilaterally change the value of money and seize from citizens any assets that interfere with this process. Campbell lost. It affected him so deeply on a psychological level that during one of the court hearings, he suffered a heart attack and collapsed. But what was even worse, he became an example for everyone else. The government made it clear resistance is futile. The system works in favor of the government and citizens. Some tried to hide their gold, but even here, unpleasant surprises awaited them. The FBI began active investigations. Banks were required to report suspicious transactions. Informing became everyday practice. In the 3 years after the order, several thousand criminal cases were initiated. Most ended with prison sentences or ruinous fines. Now the U.S. government had a huge amount of gold, and it needed to decide where to store it. Thus was born the idea of creating the most protected storage facility in the world, Fort
Right.
Knox in Kentucky. Construction began in 1936 and cost
When did the show start? When did it start?
$560,000,
You started.
but no expense was spared for storing the stolen gold. The vault was built like a real fortress, walls more than a meter thick, made of reinforced concrete, weighing 20 tons. A lock system so complex that no one person knows the complete combination. The code is divided among several people. Round the clock security, minefields around the storage facility, video surveillance systems that were revolutionary in the 1930s. Even today, Fort Knox remains one of the most protected objects in the world. By 1941, more than 650 million ounces of gold were stored in Fort Knox, more than half of all U.S. gold reserves. This was gold that had belonged to ordinary American families just a few years earlier. But did this help save the American economy? There is no definitive answer to this question. Even today, most modern economists believe that Roosevelt's policy indeed accelerated recovery from the Great Depression. But at the same time, this policy was completely immoral and violated promises made to the American people. Today, U.S. gold is still stored in Fort Knox and other government storage facilities. Officially, there are 8,133 tons there, but nobody knows for sure. The last public audit was conducted in 1974. Perhaps the government that once deceived its people out of thousands of tons of gold continues to deceive them today. But that's a completely different story.
Come on. There we go. So, I found that to be really interesting.
Yeah.
So, basically, the government came in and they said, "Look, we're trying to restore the faith of the dollar, and it's your patriotic duty to sell your gold." And so it looks to be like 97% of people like complied, right? And so when they complied, they just turned over their gold, they got some money back, and and at the time they were probably very happy, and they but less than what 3 months later, Roosevelt changed the price of gold from $20.67 to $35 an ounce. in which what he ultimately did, it'd be like right now the government coming in and saying, you know what, you guys, we're gonna take gold and we're gonna cut it in half for you guys. For all you people that are holding gold, we're gonna just fucking cut it in half. So your 4,000 ounce of gold is now worth 2,000.
Yeah.
You know, so the government can do whatever the fuck they want to do, and the Supreme Court is going to back them up because guess who put the Supreme Court there? The
Yeah.
government,
The presidents. Yeah.
the politicians, the presidents
Yep.
put the Supreme Court there. So we can sit here and we can bury our fucking gold in the backyard. We can bury our silver. We can do whatever we want, and that's all good if we're going to barter with it. But somebody eventually has to sell that for money, you guys. In order for it to work, it eventually has to be sold for money. So the person on the last of the totem pole, they say, "Well, I guess it's me. I guess I go to prison for fucking 10 years. You know, I may have a pile of gold or a pile of money when I get out, but it's probably going to be worth nothing anyway."
Actually, Jared, it's happening now. So after the first of the year, I think China and one other country basically said, yeah, we're not exporting any more gold. We need it for our own industries. Between AI, solar panels, and everything else, they use a shit ton of silver. And the thing with silver is it's a byproduct of gold and copper mining. And we have historically, for the past, I think, I want to say 10 years, we have we have a deficit in the amount of silver mined versus the amount of silver consumed. There is a reason the price has gone up the way it has, and it's because of all these different geopolitical factors going on. Several countries are now hoarding their silver and they're not letting it go, and it's driving that price up. And the banks are nervous too because the banks are a huge holder of silver. They've been basically controlling the market since what? I want to say the 70s, 60s,
Yeah.
70s. And anytime it got too high, they would artificially lower it by dumping a whole bunch. But now they can't control it.
It's
And what
just
was
like
it?
what
Me
we
and you were
seen. Yeah, it's just like what we seen the other day. Silver shot up to what, 84, $85,
yeah,
and then it plummeted to 70. And I was like, you know, a lot of people were looking at it like this. That was the top. It's not the
nope.
top.
That was people
It's not
taking
even
profit.
close.
That happens with
Yeah.
stocks all the time. I mean, it's sitting right now at 72.33, and gold is at
At this point, you guys,
43.36.
you'll never see under $70 silver again. And
Yep.
I watched in streams, people are paying about $92, $93 an ounce of silver from streamers. So I'm assuming that the actual silver value right now, you guys, is probably around $90.
Yeah.
If somebody's willing, if most people are willing to pay $90 for an ounce of silver, there's people out there that know more than we do.
Right.
So
Well, and historically with silver, especially silver, it's a hedge against inflation.
all right.
And what I mean by that, I'm trying to find here's a silver dime. So this dime, let me get it here. Hold on.
Yeah, because all these dealers have dumped their silver on the market because they're you know they're worried too. They're worried too. So what?
I'll just assume that this is a silver dime. It's not, but so this dime in 1910 could buy a loaf of bread, a gallon of gas, various other things. Well, the same silver dime in today's money could buy a loaf of bread, a gallon of gas, and various other things. So, yeah, silver is has always been historically a hedge against inflation. So this dime, this again, assume it's silver. It's not, I know, but this dime will continue to buy a loaf of bread, a gallon of gas in the upcoming future.
Well,
So
how much does a silver dime melt at right now, Fezzy?
I don't know. Let me find out.
I don't know how this became but I watched that last night, and I hate to take it away from notes, you guys, but I think this one kind of affects us all, and whether you hold silver, you don't hold silver, you hold gold, you don't hold gold, $5.18, right?
Yep, I was gonna say 518.
Yeah. So, you know, I think at the end of the day, you guys, protect your family and your assets as best as you can. But in the end, when the government says give me," you most of us aren't going to have a choice, if not all of us, because it doesn't matter how powerful a person is in America. They don't have the fucking U.S. Army behind them. They don't have the Secret Service. They don't have the FBI. Um, and if we want to sit here and think that they don't know how much money you have in your safe at home, they probably do. They probably
Yeah,
have a good idea,
yeah,
because we already know that after 9/11 happened, the surveillance state has exploded. They know each and every one of us by name, by our first, middle, and last, by our social security number, whatever it is, they know, you know. So, um, and I'm not saying like if they try to pass a bill and you're able to vote on it, that you should just vote for it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the government's so goddamn corrupt that that you're really not going to have a fucking choice in it.
well, and it's funny. That's why certain states, Utah started it back 2018, I believe. They went back and said that you can start using constitutional silver, or you can use silver and gold as a means of payment now, which is how the gold back was born. And more states are jumping on that bandwagon. And this was during it was prior to COVID. There was issues with inflation, and people were wanting a more stable dollar. So it opened up gold again.
Right. Well, but here's the issue with it, and I find to be kind of interesting is so during during the beginning of the Civil War, during the beginning of the Civil War, the Confederate States of America issued banknotes, just like this, similar to this. Okay, they issued banknotes, and when they did that, the Union, the North, said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! What in the fuck do you think you're doing right now? Okay, what in the hell do you think you're doing? This is way out of line, and in fact, it's treasonous. And if you don't stop what you're doing, we're gonna go to war." So the South was the breadbasket of America. It was the workforce of America. The South is if it wasn't for the South, we wouldn't be the United States of America. We would have never survived as a country for the first 20 years after we got independence from Great Britain, England. So the South just kind of made a bunch of plantation owners extremely, extremely wealthy, and tax in turn is like the taxation without representation. They still tax people, but the tax stayed here in America. It didn't go to England. You know what I
Right.
mean? So what says, Fezzy, because what says that, you know America doesn't say, "Hey, you guys, stop making that money, because we are the money of America." We are the money of America. And if you continue to do these things, we're going to send in the U.S. Army in there, and you're going to stop for sure.
Yeah.
It just so it's all really after watching that and after watching what they did and blatantly, basically doubling the value of the gold that they seized. Um, it really, um, it really has me questioning everything. So
Well, what's really funny too is up through Roosevelt's presidency and after, for a little while, it's the country's budget was actually balanced, and it wasn't until I believe it was Nixon who took us off the silver standard.
yeah,
So ask it, Cash. Um, Basically, what had happened was is he went, all right, we're going to go ahead and it's funny. So just take this $100 bill right here, right? There is
yeah,
nothing backing this. The only thing backing this is your faith in the government. That's it. There is no solid asset backing this $100 bill. It's your faith in your government.
right.
So before with the silver cert, so when you see a silver certificate, that was actually backed by silver.
Yeah, they had a one Morgan silver dollar in the
Yeah.
reserve, right? To match that, or 10 for that in that
Yeah.
matter.
It just happens to be ones I had, but yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a 34B, right? That's a 34B.
I do.
It's a badass note.
It just happened to be
You're
on the
very
pile
welcome.
I grabbed. Yeah,
Um,
anytime. What's your question, Cash? Shoot it. But
so
yeah, go
and
ahead. I keep interrupting. Nice. Because it's my show, technically, Cash.
yeah,
I do the show and Vehicle comes and co-hosts. That was an easy question.
yeah,
But yeah, it's yeah, the history of you're done. No, the
yeah,
history of our money is pretty interesting because again, up until the Nixon era, we had a balanced budget. I think it was during Roosevelt, during World War II, they found out, or they kind of, I want to say they said that they basically realized that the government has to go into a little debt in order to be successful, and they just took it to an extreme.
right,
Like the reason the national notes went away is because um, they established the Federal Reserve. So that's why everything went to the greenbacks after that because they got rid of they got rid of the national notes and the bank notes. But that's why up until then, like for instance, this one, since I just happen to have it in front here, the only way that these banks could get these if they deposited X amount of money with the United States Treasury. So this was, backed money still, even back then. Casey, it's kind of funny. They've already tried to get rid of the one, but people resisted. So if you remember back in 2000 when they brought back the dollar coin, they did this big, huge campaign for the dollar coin. And they were trying to get people to use it over the dollar bills, but people said, "Nah, man, we don't want to carry like a shit ton of change in our pocket." And what Canada did that was different from what we did is they said, "We're not making ones and twos anymore. The ones last longer. Six sticks. Thank you for the raid. I'm going to give it going for you. Thank you so much. If you're not following him, what are you doing?" But so what Canada did was is they got rid of their dollar and their $2 bill. And the reason they did that, it was a cost saving measure, right? Because the $1 and the $1 basically don't last that long. I think the average lifespan of a $1 bill is between 18 and 24 months. But yep, I heard about that too. Yeah, the devil's hair. I had one of those. Those are nice. So basically, they They got rid of their one and they went to coins and just, they also went to polymer notes. I'm actually surprised US hasn't gone to polymer notes yet. They
Yeah,
last forever.
yeah, and man, they are nice too. The polymer notes are really nice,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I thought I'd share with you guys. Um, you know, do, do I say like stop stacking? Not at all. Because like the federal debt right now is like somewhere around $30 trillion, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's I think every man, woman, and child owes like 25,000 or something insane. It might be even higher than that. I'd have to look it up.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, 37 trillion. And whenever we have the government stoppage, it's funny. I've had this debate with people too. And again, I'm not trying to get political. So forgive me when I say this. But, one of the things that worries me with the government controlling a lot of stuff um, is, the shutdown we had recently that went for a month. I mean, just think if you were dependent on the government for all, your food, everything, and they decided, you know what, we want to vote in this bill. I know what we'll do. We'll shut down the government until these people vote in our bill. They could easily do that. We're going to stop paying for your education. We're going to stop giving you your food. You know, we're going to shut everything off until you vote the way we want you to. That's a scary thought too. There's a reason the Second Amendment is out there. It's not to protect ourselves, it's to protect ourselves from our own government.
Yeah, but I would hate to like for it to come to something like that, Fezzy. You're talking about it's like that movie Civil War,
Yeah,
and I imagine that's what led up to that movie Civil War. Something went down similar to that,
yeah,
and you had state-led coalitions that went up against the government, and who has all the tanks and the Air Force and all the shit? You know what I mean?
right.
Like the United States government does.
Yeah,
So and let's just be honest. I don't think if the United States government, if Michigan seceded tomorrow, and the United States government said anybody in Michigan that supports the movement to secede is an enemy of the state. Well, guess what? You know, it's not just you that are the enemy of the state. It's you, your family, and your children. You know what I mean? Like, um, it's crazy. It's very, very crazy.
yeah. No, it is kind of funny. We had this debate at work at once, and I had a buddy of mine who I worked with who graduated from the Citadel, and he'd have this debate with people too. And it was like, oh well, no one's going to fight the U.S. Army. No American's going to fight the U.S. Army. And it's like, well, they said the same thing about Britain. I mean, Britain was at the time was the best army in the world, and we kicked their ass. I mean,
Right.
we did have help from the French, but still. Yeah, and I was going to
Yeah.
say most military personnel they don't tend to lean on the side of government. Yep, yep. Well, and it's funny too. It's again not to stay on a political subject. We'll get off it here in a second, but it's like there was a guy out there. He had a conversation with a Russian general, and he's like, why is it that Russia during the Cold War, Russia never invaded America? He's like, honestly, we took into account your military, we took into account everything, but the one thing that we couldn't get away from is behind every blade of grass is a firearm. He's like, the U.S. population is so well armed that we wouldn't get anywhere. So that's why I'm a staunch supporter of the Second Amendment. There is a reason that we haven't been invaded by a foreign power since what, 1812?
Yeah. War of 1812. Because the Spanish American War, we fought overseas, right?
Yeah, or it was Florida or something like that, if I remember right. Yeah.
He
Well,
said
and
I
it's
could
kind
hold
of
my own
funny
for an hour.
to
But
kind.
here's the thing, OG Fat Zero. You can hold your own for an hour, but how about you and 100 other people that are standing for the same cause? You just basically just dump your ammunitions into the same pot and say, okay, here's all the 5.56, here's all the 2.23. Let's go, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, your OG army, yo. OG army. And so I guess that part makes me believe in the dollar and the American dream and all that more even more is I know that the American people will only stand for so much, right?
Yep. Here's a little interesting factoid for you. Did you know that most of the printed American currency is not even in mainland US?
What?
Yeah. I have to,
Is it
I want to say 60% is not even in the US. It's in foreign hands.
oh really?
Yeah, I got to look up that number. I think 60% may be wrong, but a majority of it is not even a majority of our printed currency doesn't even reside in the US.
It must be in Dubai.
Well, it's yeah, well, mostly cartels, definitely Mexico, yes.
Well, I think the oil business has more money than the cartel business, y'all.
Yeah, it's
Just saying.
overseas. I mean, when they send it over, when they send it overseas, they send it, they send pallets of money. You heard about that during a couple of administrations where they sent pallets of money over to foreign nations. That's where it ends up being. So it's definitely interesting,
Yeah, talking paper note sitting somewhere, right?
right?
Do you think paper prices have stayed stable or drifted higher with the fluctuations in heavy metal recently? I think what's happened, Cash is King, is you're seeing more people. People are taking profits on their gold and their silver, and they're diversifying their money. So
Hmm.
you're seeing them say, okay, well, I'm gonna, I sold 10 ounces of gold. I'm gonna take half of it and I'm gonna diversify it into paper money, high end paper money. I'm gonna take a quarter of it and I'm gonna diversify it in the stock market. I'm gonna take another quarter of it and I'm gonna, I'm gonna keep it as cash reserves or Bitcoin. Yeah. How much for the raw Confederate note? This one here? I don't know how much you give me for it. I don't have it priced.
I mean, I do have auctions set up vehicle. If you need me to run one for you, let me know.
Yeah. Any of them, if you have any. I might have a few more. Look, y'all. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's so, and we've touched on this, kind of going back to the question with the paper money. So we've kind of touched on this a bit. The thing with paper money is like, so gold and silver, they can continuously mine it. It is a finite resource, but there's still some stuff in the ground. With the paper money though, it's like it's done. Like, well, let's just pull out this. Well, we'll pull out this. So we were just looking this one up. There's only 500, or I'm sorry, 58 of these out there, right? 1902
Yeah.
plain back.
Was it 58 total or was it 58 total for the denomination?
58 of the plain back, 78 or 88 total. So there's some date backs out there.
Okay.
So, and again, these things, unless they're in a nice graded sleeve like this, some of them get destroyed. I mean, it is made of paper. Paper deteriorates over time. So they just continue to get more and more rare the older they get. Um, I mean, then you got the colonials, right? I mean, these things technically shouldn't even exist, but
I don't ever see paper going back down to, you know, pre 2020
yeah,
prices again. Paper's never going to see that, you know. You guys look at auction histories of, gold certificates, and VF-35 selling for 200 bucks. Those days are gone.
yeah,
Black Eagle selling for graded Black Eagle selling for 150 bucks. Those days are gone, you know. So we gotta start, like, looking forward and trying to build off what we already have. So
yeah. What's the old saying you use? The best time to buy was yesterday. The second best time to buy is right now.
that's it. So you know, when I first started selling, Black Eagles on Whatnot, I was selling these for about $350 in a 35. Right? Would everybody about agree with that, right?
Yep.
But I can't even buy them for that anymore. So can't buy them for that. The market is driven on them. So it's the sign of the times. You
Yep.
know, but I started like 3 years ago. 3 years is a short time. I get it, but like you seen how fast silver is almost doubled in a year.
Yeah. Here's a
So
here's a little interesting factoid from you that I heard. I don't know how true it is. I'm not sure if it's rumor, but supposedly Japan has developed a reactor system that actually makes gold. Like it's a byproduct of the reaction, and they're trying to get it to where they can basically replace the nuclear reactors. It's still a type of nuclear reactor, but basically the byproduct is gold.
wow,
So
like alchemy.
yeah, kind of. But I mean, they're doing it at obviously at the atomic level. I mean, it can be done, but this is the forgive me, this is the chemical engineer coming out of me. It definitely can be
Yeah,
done, but it is highly energy intensive.
yeah, but it sounds kind of like when they figured out how to make diamonds,
Yep.
and the diamond market plummeted. You guys remember that shit?
Well, and it's getting to the point with diamonds too, where the gemologist can't tell the difference between a lab created and a regular diamond, an out of the earth
Yeah,
diamond. Well, and the funny thing about that, and again, this is the chemical engineering nerd coming out in me. To take carbon and make it a diamond does not take a lot of energy. What sucks is there's a lot that you have to put in before you get that little bit to make it. But once you get the reaction going, it's pretty easy, and it sounds like they finally figured out how to do it on a very they found a way to reduce that energy required.
right. So it still takes a certain amount of energy. So there's still a
Yeah,
certain cost to making diamonds.
right. But they can do it on a much larger scale. It's like the sapphire glass in your watch is all synthetic. There's no real
Oh,
sapphire in your watch face. If you hear of, oh, your watch has a sapphire glass face, it's all lab created.
I got you.
Yep. But get back onto paper. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, this stuff is going to become more and more rare. I mean, this, 2009 A, here in about 20 years. Well, this one happens to be a low serial number, but you get the idea. They don't make any more of these. They made very few of these. Confederate states, same thing. Those things got, I'm sure they got most of them got destroyed or canceled. And so to have some surviving ones is freaking cool. Military payments. I mean, we talk about military payments all the time. These weren't even supposed to go off bases, but yet somehow they're in normal circulation. You know, we did talk about like the Canadian 1 and 2, the devil hair that someone mentioned. Those things are rare. You don't see too many of those out. I mean, even even the Disney dollar, they quit making those. They don't make those anymore, and these are popular. Dr. Doe collection.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was there. Well, I don't even know if they have a corrected version of the Dalmatians note, you guys.
They do.
They do have a corrected version.
Yeah, most of them are corrected, but I think they corrected. I can't remember if it's an A 2013. Let me look. I got a book.
Here, I'm going to show them. I'm going to show them my note real quick because
Do it.
since I went to I give it to Heritage. So the Disney note is in the upcoming auction on Tuesday. So there's my note. So wet ink transfer error, Disney dollars, Disney World, $1, 2011. That's this guy here. So and now I wonder if they added. So basically what I found, you guys, and to be honest with you, the estimate is at $250. I have way more than that into it. So, but this note it says, yeah, we got a current bid of $1. Current bid of $1, but obviously, somebody bid more than a dollar. I would assume. But the cash is king. I really, they kind of fucked me, man, because that was supposed to go in the. Well, the problem with this is there's no errors like this, you guys. You can't find an error note, like an actual error note on a Disney note at all. You know what I mean? So I can't find comps on it. So like that's why I sent it to them. And I sent it to them specifically for them to stick it into the other auction that's happening the following week, the Winter Fun auction. And they originally told me, they said, well, I don't think we're gonna have any Disney notes going that auction. So what about doing it in the auction before? I said, okay, I guess so, you know. The estimate, in my opinion, is BS, yeah. But also, if you look at it, the same estimate on these other four notes, hang on.
Lucky bucks.
I mean, the estimate on these notes, these four notes here, and you got 66, 66, 65, 65, they're all PMG graded, is $200. Now, if it sells for $200, I'd be absolutely stunned. I'd be absolutely stunned. But I really think that if that wet ink transfer doesn't sell for over $1,000, I would be extremely surprised. I would be extremely surprised. I mean, because if you look at all the really rare stuff that sells from Disney on Heritage, it sells for stupid money. So
Right. Yeah, you
I
did.
mean, I Yeah. But generally, everything you see sell on Heritage sells for stupid money, y'all.
Yeah. Oops, wrong one. Get a giveaway going.
Jeff, I have Disney notes coming out of my ears. I would buy them from you. But I
Right.
just picked up a whole collection of Disney. Here, I'll show you guys.
Yeah, we've been having some fun with Disney. Picked these up the other day.
You got some straps.
Yeah.
And then they sent me the envelopes too. And then the Donalds are about $200 a piece. But
Here, I'll show you guys my fave. Check this one out. The proof. 87 proof.
yeah, I keep normally because Fan Disney, if they're good enough, I just send them to grade. Or give me store credit. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you. I'd have to see what you got, Jeff. Just send me pictures, buddy.
But the funny thing is so sticking with currency and paper in general, I mean, even these, I mean, bank checks, these are also another hot item too. I mean, they charged,
Bomo.
there's some that have stamps on them. I mean, they used to charge 2 cents for you to write a check.
I don't know. My bank charges me to write a check every time I write it.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
for
that.
sure.
Shit. Well, I guess they charge you to swipe the debit card. Well, no, the Visa charges to
Well,
swipe the debit card.
right, but like so.
Daddy Warbuck with the raid. Get in that give it,
I
y'all.
mean, OG Fat Zero. When you're in our business, you got to have checks, buddy. You know,
I know, right?
there's. I mean, some transactions I'm doing are $15,000-$20,000. So you gotta have checks, buddy.
But it is, I mean, it is kind of funny, sticking with the paper theme. I'm a dealer and a collector, right? I'm a big history buff. So I've shown these off a couple of times. There's more to currency than just what you see. I mean, here's a territory of Utah note. I think that's cool. I mean, here's a receipt from Captain Thomas Christmas. He commanded a company in the NC militia at Guilford County Courthouse. That was a famous battle out here.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then a receipt, a handwritten receipt, colonial America. What else? There's a early stock certificate from 1810.
I've never seen one that early.
Yeah. Here's the rules for transferring it. So it's
Look how
actually
they spelled.
long.
Look how they spelled transfer.
Yeah. Let's see here. You got this bad boy right here, State of Connecticut pay table. This is how they paid the soldiers after the war. And Oliver Wilcott Jr., he signed the Declaration of Independence along with his father. And then this is my favorite piece. It's a 1768 Colonial North Carolina promissory note, Albert Nash. I mean, the dude was so rich, he actually could make his own freaking promissory notes. And I love this one because it's dated 1772. So it's like right here, I'm holding in my hand, you know, something older than our country, and we're going to be 250 years old next year. It's, I get goosebumps even thinking about it. And I know I probably sound weird, but again, that's the geek collector in me.
Well,
Yeah, I know, right?
just
What's a
just so you
witness?
know, Fezzy, at 9 o'clock, I'm gonna start my inventory, count my inventory, and hopefully
You're
I'm
welcome.
done by the ball, but I
Right.
doubt it.
Now, like I said, after I got a ton of stuff to go through, so after you get off, I'm going to run for a couple hours. I think I got
Yeah.
tons of stuff I can run through.
Well,
So hang out, ask questions,
yeah,
and hang out. We're going to have fun.
yeah, absolutely. What do you get? What do you got for rinsing notes? I
I
might have to get an itch.
Man, I got dude. I mean,
He should have plenty of Confederate money for tonight, you guys.
yeah, I have a bunch. I mean, I got stacks upon stacks of
What would
them.
be
I got
a
more
good
coming.
safe price? Depends on what, like, Barry. It really just depends, buddy. Like, um, what's your budget? That's more along the lines of, what do you like? What are you looking to spend? You know,
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I happen to have a green eagle in here somewhere. Let me find it, and I'll show you what it looks like. And then vehicle can call me out if the price is right or the price is wrong. You keep talking. I'll find it.
but so here's the deal with currency prices, you guys. That so you,
Yeah, right.
a good deal is a good deal, obviously, right? But the issue is, like, I really you got to look at what the market is doing.
Here's an Atlanta for you. Look at that. I got that marked at 350.
That's dirt cheap. Just run it. I mean, it's dirt cheap for Atlanta.
No, right. I got auctions up.
It's dirt cheap for Atlanta.
Oop. Let me roll over the time. 20 seconds. There you go. Here's your opportunity for an opportunity.
You might have to take a shower after this one. That is dirt cheap.
Merry New Year.
Merry New Year, Miss Little Vehicle City said. Bicycle City.
No,
No.
motorcycle.
Oh, Motorcycle
She
City.
was
I got
promoted
you.
to Motorcycle City. But if you're looking for something like this, like I said, I got 350. And of course, later on when I'm running, I'll leave it out here if you want to make me an offer on it. If I don't drop it. Oh my goodness.
My phone. Oh, phone board.
Hang out, Barry. We can talk. But
Yeah, because
yeah,
like my Green Eagle, let me show you. I don't even know where my Green Eagle's at, to be honest with you. Yeah, fuck it. I ain't looking for it.
well,
There it
it's
is.
funny.
I think I'm
You found it?
yeah, I found it. So here you go. And in my opinion, yours look better than mine.
Yeah.
And I would probably sell this for 350. But it is Minneapolis too. But yours is Atlanta, so they're kind of equals, you know what I mean?
Right. So here's the funny thing. So going back a little bit to the video, check this out. So these are during that same time period. Everyone was broke, and they came out with this play money, and they put it on the back of the Sunday comics. So people couldn't afford to eat. People couldn't afford to buy presents for their kids. So artists came out and made up the play money. They put it on the back of comic books here just to show you. and kids would cut it out, and this was like a cheap, easy. This was one of the original collection items, basically. So really cool stuff right here. But that's just kind of to close that gap on the 1930s and how tough the times were back then. It's like,
Yeah.
Everyone was trying to do their part to help out everybody. And now these are valuable too. I've seen these go graded for big money. I got stacks of those too. My buck and go a few tonight. Dollar and go.
Lucky Bucks are in the book.
Are they? I do have a book. There is an actual book. Check this out.
Hey, if I start carrying these, you guys, is this something I should carry? I've been talking to the distributor.
It's a Disney
Been
dog
talking to
book.
the distributor so I can get them a little cheaper for y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good book. I got one too.
But the investment on it is probably going to be probably $500 for a case. So I want to be sure that people are going to want them.
Oh, God, Lucky Bucks. Are they in the purple book, OG?
And then not in the purple book for
I'm
sure.
gonna say I didn't think so, but
I'm looking Disney Play Money 195.
I know they're in that book.
Yeah, they are in the Lucky Bucks are in here, dude.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You need to start looking up some of those, dude. That's crazy.
Oh, I looked up some of them. So I got here just to show you. I mean, I haven't gone. These are the ones I haven't gone through yet, but they're different. They're different characters. So that's why I got the other book, because I need to price these out. Because I know that like you get up in the 2s, the 10s, and the 50s. The 50s, they didn't print too many of those. Yeah, I got a little stack. That's just a part of it. But like I said, I'm really big. Like, again, I mean, shit. I'm really big into artistry and art stuff, and I mean, honestly, that's what turned me on to notes. I mean, I like the way our money used to look.
Doesn't really
Here's
say how much they're worth though.
yeah, the other book I got has actual prices in there. So I think I showed it, but I'll show it again. There is an actual Lucky Bucks book.
Oh,
Lucky
no
Bucks and
kidding.
other comic play money from Depression era newspapers, 32 to 43. And let's see if I can find. There's a price guide in here somewhere. No, maybe not. Maybe it's just a description, but it gives the history of them. I need to go through and look a little deeper. I haven't read the whole thing, but I mean, it dates them. It does a whole lot of stuff. Do you like them, fan of Disney? They're freaking cool. Yeah, I'm a history guy. I got a ton of history stuff here. I mean, heck, I even got this. It's a short snorter roll running around. That thick bad boy.
What are your guys' questions though? So, any questions about silver certificates or gold certificates or
Oh.
colonial notes, counterfeit notes, Confederate notes? We have
Yes,
a lot
ask
of
away.
answers.
Or we'll point you to someone who might have a better answer than we got.
What's the price for the short snorter?
Do I have a short snorter out here?
I don't know.
I have some short snorters. I have one listed at $100 somewhere. I have to go track it down.
Did you say $1.50 on silver shirts? I don't think so. That sounds like a loss.
Oh, you know what? I do have a short snorter running around. Let me find it. I'll show you.
Oh, you showed a snorter roll.
Oh, this thing? Oh,
Are you
that.
are,
Okay,
you- are
okay.
you selling it?
Yeah, I'd sell it. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to unroll it though.
Yes.
I mean, I can kind of unroll it.
I wonder
I
if that
do.
short snorter guy is going to be at the show.
Yeah, I do 400 on it if someone's interested. I mean, this is the tightest roll I've seen. It's only one of the notes, which I'm coming up to, is signed.
It's one of the biggest rolls I've ever seen for sale. So that's saying something because I've seen a lot of these, you guys.
I'll be careful always wandering. Don't worry. But kind
I
of
have
gives you an
one
idea. I'm not going to
that's a
go there.
little shorter, Fezzy, if you want me to get it out to show them what kind of like what it should look like inside.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. But yeah, I'd part with this one for 400 if anyone's interested, or you could make me an offer on it. And if I did sell it, it would come, or if you bought it, it would come super duper protected. But I can tell you there's some victory notes in there. I mean, it's from literally all over the world. Yeah, Michael, it's fun, isn't it? It's kind of funny you mentioned that. That's kind of what happened with me. I started off with currency. I mean, one of my favorite ones was I bought a Black Eagle. Yeah, I got a couple Hawaiis. I got oh, let me see if I can find it. It's right over here. I have a Filipino Victory short snorter. I collect short snorters. I got one that's signed by a shortbird. Let me see if I can find that one. It's close by too. Yeah, right here. So I did a little bit of research on this note. So a lieutenant colonel signed this one along with his lieutenant. It depends on the signatures. Like for instance, this one. Well, I don't have it. There's one of them I have. The more signatures, the more pricey they're going to be, and it also depends on the bill it's on. But like this one's history because again, it has a. I mean, even though it's beat up, it's got a shit ton of signatures on it. It's signed by a lieutenant colonel, and it's also signed by a lieutenant. Where's the lieutenant? A lieutenant junior grade. And when I looked this guy up, he was I want to say he was commander, some sort of I feel like it was like weather operations or something weird. Yeah, yeah, JNY does have Lucky Bucks for sale. They have them graded. So this one would be a bit higher priced even than this condition. Like I wouldn't part with this for anything less than 500 because of the lieutenant colonel and the history behind it. I got to get the history printed out. But something like this would go for a little bit less. Yeah,
Can't
75
find
to
it.
125.
Can't find the short snorter roll I had. It's around here somewhere. I know I didn't sell it.
Pack of twos. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those Lucky Bucks go for big money, dude. But I got something to buck and go tonight. We're going to buck them and go them. Nice. Hell, I might even buck and go a treasury warrant from Arkansas. I don't know. Fezzy's feeling froggy already, and it's not even Friday.
Holy smokes.
Nice. Hey, Carolina Currency Bros, you still in here? It's after. Dude, check that out. So remember that strap I brought, or that yeah, that's the next note right there. Out of that pack, yeah. Check that, it gets even better. Here's a Virginia. Perfect on the back, messed up on the front. This one's the same thing. Messed up on the front, perfect on the back. This is going to grading. What do you want for the Disney notes? Which Disney notes?
Oh, the
Right.
ones I've been holding.
I gotcha.
I have a bunch of graded Disney notes in my buy it now, you guys. The
Mm-hmm.
the raw ones are not for sale right now.
So what other cool stuff is out there? I mean, we've talked about checks. We've talked about, I mean, graded notes are cool. Stock
Yeah,
certificates are another fire item. You know, because they don't make those anymore.
Lena would probably get mad if I sold the raw ones. You're right. She hasn't went through these ones yet.
I almost heard her ears perk her up. Perk. Oh my god, I can't even talk.
She
Yeah,
probably
Miranda.
has all these ones. She has most of the main ones, you guys. She only collects like, so she has a Millennium Mickey and she has a regular waving Mickey. That's all she needs. Like, just she needs one design from each. She doesn't need one design from each year. She just needs one design. She's still collecting princesses, which she has probably 75% of the princesses done. She has a Tinkerbell, I'm sure, in there. She has a Lion King in there. I don't think she had pirates because she just hasn't hasn't really got to those ones yet. Yeah, the Simba one.
Yep,
Um, I think Fezzy give her a Simba one. To be
I
honest with you,
did.
don't tell anybody, y'all. But Fezzy give her a Simba. Any Chief or Black Eagles? Oh my goodness.
Chiefs?
Here, I got a Chief. You got a Chief, Fezzy?
I don't have a chief, but I have a black eagle. Let me find it. There it is. I got a graded black eagle. I may have a raw. I'd have to look, but I got a graded or a nice Teehee and Burke in a VF 25. I got it marked for 350. You can make me an offer on it, Joe. Let me see that. A little. Ooh, it wasn't even noted either. A little tiny. I don't have a chief. Well, I mean, I do have a chief. I'll show it to you.
You're
It's
gonna
an
give him the
interesting piece.
special Chief, huh?
I'm gonna show it. So check this out. In a very fine 25, severed and reattached. I mean, full disclosure, because you're going to see the writing on there. I haven't taken the stickers off. I did buy it from Vehicle, but I bought it for this. I was like, where are you going to find a VF25 that's been severed and reattached? I mean, I do
You
have
know,
another
ever.
Chief, but it's off a grading right now.
What are you drinking on, girl? Cream soda? There's some red pop out there on the land too.
I know, right? That's why I got it. It's a, like I said, for me, it was a discussion piece.
Dad, what you doing?
I'm just wondering how much, because I just picked up 3
Ooh.
raw Disney Notes, 1987, Mickey Low cereal. Low cereal numbers are always good.
You know what my like the Disney note I want to get like in a top pot is a 1987 A $1 and $5 Disney. Did they make the $5 in 87 A?
I'm pretty sure they did.
I'm looking right now.
No,
That
what
is
you
an
need to do.
interesting cover. Dad,
Hang on.
the interesting cover. That's it.
Yeah, they did make an 87 A in Disney.
Now you need to get
DIS
yourself.
4.
Yeah, you need to get yourself an 87 proof is what you need.
87 proof.
Yeah.
I think you need to rip that price off of there. My goodness, is way too cheap. You see what this stuff is selling for, Fezzy? It's not last year anymore, buddy.
Right. No, you're right. I need to kick that price up a bit. That's a proof. I haven't seen too many of those.
Not from 87. Not from
No,
fucking 87. It's a goofy.
no shit. Sometimes it's best to be lucky and good. I had 700 on it, OG. And it's a 65 too. I don't know if it's a top pop or not. I don't think it is.
I'm gonna set up the
Yes.
Disney show soon, you guys, because I got Disney notes coming out my freaking ears now.
Craig
Probably
and
when I come back from fun, we'll buck and go some Disneys, y'all. Okay, when I get back
you're
from fun,
welcome.
we'll buck and go some Disneys.
Yeah, speaking of next week, since we're getting close to 9, are we gonna we're gonna try to do the show on site from fun, aren't we? Like, I don't
Yeah,
know where
yeah.
we're
I would imagine it'll be earlier in the day though.
okay. Are we gonna do it from actual fun or do it from wherever we're staying? We'll have to talk about
We'll
that.
see how much time we got. So I would like to do a show from the actual show. You know what I mean? And it'd be like an educational show where we'd probably sell some stuff too. But I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to wait until I get back to sell anything or because the shipping part, I would have to leave it behind and make you take it. You know what I mean? So like, I don't want to have to do that.
Well, we can figure that part out. I'm bringing down all the supplies,
Oh
so if
yeah,
we
you're bringing
can,
down all the supplies. I forgot about that part.
yeah, I'm bringing the printer. I'm gonna bring the envelopes. I got it all stacked up over here, getting ready to. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna be doing all weekend is getting that stuff ready to go.
So
So
recently, within the last 2 weeks, Lena befriended a lady in the beauty section that was streaming. So the lady sold a bunch of stuff, and then she took the stuff to I imagine she packaged it up and she took it up there to
yeah.
the USPS, and she asked them to print the labels for her because she didn't have a label printer. So if you guys end up starting to sell on whatnot, remember you got to have a label printer, you guys. She had to have them printed somewhere else. Hmm.
Yeah, thermal printers are great. You can get them. You can get the thermal printers for a decent price on Amazon.
There's a Walmart thermal printer. My goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna lie, went all out and got the Rollo. The Rollo is quick. However, I have had issues with it, like disconnecting from my network and stuff like that. The other one I had that was a bit cheaper, I think I picked it up for $50. I mean, it worked just fine.
Yeah. I think I paid 50 off of Amazon on mine.
Yeah.
I have two. I have one here and one at my office in Flint.
Yeah. Yeah. So any other questions? No questions? Any other questions for let me say questions one more time just to I feel like Sheldon now. Knock knock knock.
Well,
Nice.
yeah, when you're on the road a lot, you got to have one for the road. You know, it makes things a little. When me and Lena leave, we pack a box full of shipping supplies, and generally speaking, we don't ever use all the shipping supplies that we pack, but we definitely use the thermal printer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm bringing my thermal printer. I'm bringing like 500 some labels. Might bring 2 boxes of label. I think I had another box on order.
Stocks will probably come after I get back from fun. Stocks will probably come back after I come back from fun. I have right now. I just don't want to sell any until because I already have a count on those as far as inventory for the end of the year. Yeah, I know. I got to reschedule it. I apologize.
That was a sinister laugh back there. Mwah! She's not like brewing a potion, is she?
I don't know what she's doing. Something giggled the hell out of her.
Yeah, freaking. There she goes again. Mwah! It's Pinky in the brain. One is a genius, the other's insane.
She might be both of those.
Oh,
Fezzy.
right. Here, I'll run one more give you. If you guys have any other questions, shout them out to us. Like Vehicle said, I think you're getting off here in a couple of minutes.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta start counting, y'all.
Like I said, I'll start. I got some notes to show you, notes to sell. I got a smattering of new stuff in. I got some lucky bucks that we're gonna buck and go. I got some gold backs. I got some Rensies. We're gonna just have some fun. I'll go through all my graded stuff. I got some cool graded stuff that just came in. Some new items.
So my goal for the end of the year was to have like $85,000 worth of retail currency. So we're gonna find out tonight what we have. So I'm thinking I'm close. I'm thinking I'm close, but we'll see. We'll see.
Damn.
Look at this, y'all. So make sure you guys bookmark that Saturday show for sure.
Well, you know what we're gonna do, Carolina? That's gonna be the first note I buck and go. Got to get some more people in here. Oh, was that an R? You have an R?
Somewhere it is.
Yeah, I thought there it is. Look at that. Experimental pair. Dang.
You got 1 in 25, no comments, 30 with an ink comment.
Yeah, I'm doing a half show tonight.
These are experimentals as well. Another experimental. Here's a note in 68.
Yeah, you got to get yourself an R or an S. I might have a raw S running around here somewhere. I may have a graded one too. I don't even know. We're gonna go through my graded pile at some point. I got so much crap at my desk, it's not even funny.
Here you go. How about a radar on a large note?
Oh, nice. Oh, vehicle, are you doing another half show tonight?
I'm not doing any shows tonight. Well, I think I'm going to do a show tomorrow's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we'll do a show tomorrow evening. I gotta start getting ready for Florida. Also, I bought a Starlink Mini for the car. I want that hooked up before I leave for Florida. For Lena, so I gotta do that as well.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait, Carolina. Well, all right, man. It is 9 o'clock. Are you gonna hang around, or are we gonna?
Yeah, I'm getting off.
All right.
Look, you guys. I really do appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with us. It's. I hope you guys learned something from the 1935 or 1933 gold confiscation. I just thought it was interesting. I seen it last night and I thought I'd share it with you guys. But all
No,
right, y'all. Make sure
that's
you
great.
support Fezzy. All right. Make sure you
Yeah,
support
anytime.
Fezzy. All right, I'm out of here.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All right.
Oh
But
man.
let's just what'd you do? Start back up? Oh, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and start off with a few Renzi notes. Let's go. I got a ton of stuff to show y'all, but 34 seconds left in that giveaway. We're gonna start auctioning off some stuff. We're gonna go ahead and start with this one right here. We're gonna dollar and go it. Oh, look, I have everything set up. Buck and go. This is an incredible Hulk Renzi. Is he a man or is he a monster or is he both? I got a few of these that I'm going to try to part with tonight. Get in there, y'all. These things are going for, well, you saw some of the prices that some other dealers are selling them for, but here they're always going to be buck and go, except for a couple. I have a couple ones that are higher end. Keep going. Keep going. What is he doing? Is he invading again? Get in there. Oh, poor Justin. Keep going. Oh, $20 is way too cheap. Oh, Jeff is going to take it. Jeff stole it with the first purchase. I love the first purchases. Thank you so much. That was auction number one. We're going to keep going with that. Oh, dude, you're fine. I'm just totally teasing you. It's fun. All right, let's try another one. Here, the next two are limited edition ones. I'm going to try one of those and hopefully it does well. If not, we will set these down. Yeah, I know. I figured. Here you go. I love you. We got Valentine's Day coming up. This is a limited edition. This is number 63 of 66. There's only going to be 66 of these made. It's still a Renzi. It is signed by the artist. Let's go ahead and try this one. Dollar and go. We're a bucket and going some Renzi notes, y'all. Get in there. I love you. I love the artistry. Like I said, I'm all into the artwork. You got it signed by the artist. It's number 63 of 66. It has nice little visionette on the front. This would be kind of a good little. I just love the way these things just look in general. I mean, look at that. Valentine's Day. Yes, Valentine's Day is coming up. And again, this one's a limited. Keep going. Keep going. Way too cheap. Broadcast cards is in, or Broad Street cards. Sorry about that. Keep going. Good looking notes, y'all. These are fun. They are real $2 bills. Signed by the artist. Ooh, where's the artist from? No one knows. He's anonymous. Broad Street Cards. Congratulations. That was auction number two. Anyone into the Star Wars? So Jeff, I'm gonna run the next one and then I'll kind of explain who Renzi is. Gotcha. Let's see here. I'm gonna run these two up front. Here you go. They're going to come in these nice cases. So I've sold these before in the blue cases. I did manage to get some nicer cases for them, but check this out. I've always said these things are, yeah, I'll show it to you here in just a second. And I always say, yeah, these are signed by the artist. Trust me. Well, now I can actually show it to you. They're signed by the artist. 2 notes, 1 money with the cases, dollar and go, and then I will show the 500. Dollar and go, you're going to get Star Wars, Obey the Force, the galaxy's future is at stake. It is together. It does line up beautifully. You got all the characters. They are definitely signed by, well, you can see it now. They're signed by the artists. Yeah. And they got little stands to them too. Jeff is in. So this is kind of like a temporary, like I said, I had them together. You kind of see it. I got one of these. I'm getting them together and I'm going to put them on my wall. Way too cheap. Slide it over. We'll try to slide it over this way and keep hold of them. Ooh, man, it's tough holding on to these in the cases. Get in there, Craggin, taking it down with a first purchase. Thank you so much. Sweet. That was auction number 3. I'm gonna give me just a second here. I'm gonna set that aside and then I will show you that 500 serial number. Give me just one moment. Oh, I gotta put these where I don't mess them up. All right, that 500, I'll show it to you. I'll do a slow buy. And you may see a price on something. Yeah, they got both. So there's the serial number 3539 is a 1934 light green seal. There is comments on it, surface and internal damage. You can see the little bit of damage there and a little bit of damage there. I do have it marked at 2,400, but again, make me an offer. I have some room to play on it. If anyone's interested, I can run it. I'll run it one time for 2,200. So again, light green seal, very nice note. Does have a little bit of damage on there. There is comments, but you don't see too many light green seals. And again, 3539, pretty low serial number. It's a very fine 30. Very nice looking note. But give me an offer. Make me an offer if you're interested in it. And check this out. I got another cool thing to show you guys. Picked this up, kind of showed it a little bit, but there's a little bit of a added incentive on this one. So check this out. Gotham National Bank out of New York in a very fine 25. I got it marked at 550. I thought this was cool. The reason I thought it was cool is because I'm going to pair it with not one. I know, just wait. I'm going to pair it with not one Gotham City, but 2 Renzi notes. So you get all 3 of these right here together for $550. You get the Renzi notes, you get the Gotham City National Bank out of New York, right? So originally I was like, yeah, maybe I'll let him pick one, but I saw that Gotham City was in both of them. So you get the Gotham National Bank, you get both the Renzi notes. Here, I'm gonna bring the price down just a smidge. $500. $500. You get the Gotham National Bank out of New York. You get the Batman Renzi right here. Gotham City in the name. You get the Joker with Gotham City. You get the Renzi notes and you get the Gotham National Bank. It is way cheap. It's a nice looking note. It's a plain back. There are only 58 of these out there. All right. Man, this is a good deal right here. If anyone's interested, let me know. Do we want me to keep going with Renzi's? Yeah, it is a Batman Lover's Dream Lot. You know what? I got a couple of these. We'll buck and go a couple of these Lucky Bucks. See what you guys think of these. I mean, I do have the Atlanta here. If I can keep it standing up. I also have the Battleship. If anyone needs a Battleship, I got this one marked at 900, but you can make me an offer on this one. So you know what? I'll run it. I'll run it one time. Let's see here. Knock $50 off. 850. 850 for a battleship. It's the USS New York. Good looking note. Cleveland, Ohio. Tim Bree, how you doing? All righty, not a problem with that one. Here, we're going to go ahead and I'm doing pretty good. Here's some lucky bucks. We showed this one earlier. We're going to go ahead and just buck and go a few of these, see how they do. Let's do it. Baller and go. We just talked about these. These are lucky bucks. These are play money from the 1930s. This is they were printed on the back of oh my goodness, Sunday Comics, kind of the original collectible for kids. I've seen graded. Well, some people have said graded versions that go for big, big money, y'all. OG Fat Zero's in. Nice, OG Fat Zero. Thank you so much. That was auction number 4. How about we do a juice lot with them? I tell you what, for every $5, I'll throw another one in. For every $5, I'm going to throw another one in. I got a stack of them here. I'm going to try to do random denominations of them. So give me just a second. I'm going to pull them out. Oh, take that back. I only have a couple of them slabbed up. I can slab some more up. But in the meantime, let's see here. I'm going to just start randomly throwing them in. For every 5, we're going to juice it. We're juicing it. Home run, Tuggle. And then the next one will be, ooh, it's a 50. It's a 50. I'll throw in the 50. You get me to $5, we're going to do this. We're going to buck and go. For every $5, I'm throwing another one in. Dollar and go. Home run, Tuggle again. These are back in 1930s. These are historical currency or play money. There is a book on. Oh shit, we already got it there. Bam, they get another one. Chapip, keep going. I'll throw in another one. There we go. There's the third one. Elmer, get Elmer. Keep it up there. Keep going. I got more. I got more of them. Oh, we're at 15. Holy shit. Here's a 20. Here's a 20. Keep it going. Get me to 20. I'll throw another one in. Put it on the back of the or part of Sunday Comics. You're getting them all so far. Look at that. You got 5 of them. 5 notes, 1 money, and the 20s and the 10s are a lot rarer. There you go. There's another one. Mr. and Mrs. Stebbins. OG Fat Zero taking it down. Congratulations, buddy. That was auction number 11. Or not 11. Jesus. 5. I can't count tonight. You'd think I'm already tired. Nice pickup. Should we keep going with those? Is there anything else? Yeah, not a problem, buddy. Is there anything else you guys want to see? I can keep going with these. I got tons of these running around. Here, got a small one. We'll do that one. Here, we'll do a couple of 5s. I gotta find. You know what? I can do a Disney. I'll do a Disney one. Let me give me just a second. I'm gonna grab a couple of sleeves so I can sleeve them up. Got a couple sleeves nearby. I was debating on whether or not to take them to Fun and Grade, but if you want them, these things go for big money, y'all. Big money. Now this one does have that little. It needs to be slightly trimmed, but still, it's a great looking play buck. Let me slip it in there real quick. So I got this one. I'm gonna buck and go it. I've seen these go for hundreds of dollars graded. Get in there, dollar and go. We're gonna buck it and we're gonna go it. It's a Mickey. It's got, what is it, Old King Cole on the back. Like I said, I've seen graded ones of these go for $300-400 all day long. OG Fat Zero's in. Keep going, y'all. Fan of Disney's in. How much on the Green Eagle? I have it marked at 350, I believe. I'll show it to you here in just a second, but you can always make me an offer on it. But let me get through this auction. I'll show it to you. OG's still in. OG's hanging on. It's a nice little Mickey there. Mickey was one of the first ones. I think I may have a couple of large. OG Fat Zero taking it down. That was auction number 6. Congratulations. All right, let's see here. Green Eagle. Yes, I have it marked at 350, or you can make me an offer. They call me the fireman. Nice looking one. I don't see a fold in it. This might, if you don't buy it, it might go to grading. Yeah, I appreciate you, too, OG. You want me to, hold on a second. You want me to run the, while he's thinking about that, you want me to run, I have that one. You want me to run it real quick before you jet? All right, I'll buck and go this one. Let me get it in the sleeve and then I'll dollar and go it. There you go. Dollar and go. We're going to buck it and we're going to go it. There you go. Play money. This is whatever his name is. I can't remember, man. I'm getting tired apparently. Get in there. These are good looking notes. I say that about all my notes. All my notes are good looking. OG's in. It's play money. This is from the 1930s. This is OG Fat Zero taking it down. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. That was auction number 7. On the Green Eagle, I will run it once for, I'll knock 25 bucks off the price if you're interested in it. Again, this thing is super duper clean. Yeah, thank you, sir. You have a good evening yourself. I appreciate you. So we're going to run this one at 325. Yeah, see you next year, bud. 325 for the black. I guess that looks like there might be a little tiny crease. Other than that, this thing is cherry. Very, and then it's Atlanta. Atlanta, I believe, is a harder district. Anyone want a horse blanket? All right, let me know if you want to make me an offer on it. Just feel free to do so. Oh, man. All right, I heard I do. Let's see if I can find it. I got to find them. I have a couple of them around here somewhere. So I have a few horse blankets. I'm going to run a couple dollar and go. If they do well, I'll continue to go. So right here, you have yourself a horse blanket. It is circulated. Does have a couple pinholes in it, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and buck and go this. Even in this condition, I expect $70, $80 on it. So let's go ahead and dollar and go. We're bucking and going some horse blankets, y'all. It's a Spielman white. It does have a couple of pinholes in there. You can see thanks to Nate Nog 1990s little lamp I got back there. Cragen's in. Come on, y'all. $4 is way too cheap on this. I was going to say, I'm not going to buck and go anymore for that. I'll start them in a premium. Keep going. Keep going. It's still a horse blanket, y'all. Again, $60, $70 on these all day long in this condition. If you want a nicer one, I got nicer ones. I got a graded 64 for you. That thing goes for 350, 400 bucks, I believe. Cragen's still in. He's holding on. And Cragen stole it. Nice. That was auction number 8. All right. We don't want horse blankets. I got you. I got you. We'll pivot to something else. So, I mean, I got this one. This one's not bad. I mean, I'll start them 50 and go. If you guys are interested. Here, I'll run one. Let's see here. Let me get the best one out of the bunch. Nope, I only got 2 left. Apparently, oh nope, there's the rest. I thought I had more. Do. Oh, I got the best. This is the best one, but that one's going to go for a little bit more. Here, I got one that's been written on. I'll start this one off a little cheaper. I mean, it looks like writing to me, but I can't tell if they tried to erase it or tried to bleach it off. You know what? I'll buck and go this one. I'll buck and go it. Here you go. Dollar and go on this one. Buck and go. Get in there, y'all. It's got a little bit of writing on there. Still, it's a horse blanket. It's a very nice horse blanket. Got a little staining on the back. Still a $50 note all day long. Oh, don't let it go for $1. I was going to say, don't you dare let it go for $1. That'll make me sad. Don't make Fezzy cry. Yes, signed by the artist on the front. Well, it's signed by Spielman and White. Cragen's in. Cragen's holding on. Keep going, y'all. It's a horse blanket. You can't find them that cheap. They're definitely going way too cheap. Keep going. Keep going. Cragen's holding on. It's a horsey. Nice little no splits, no tears. Cragen taking that one down for the cheapy cheap. All right, I'm gonna put the rest of those away. I mean, I'll show you this one. This other one I'll show, but it's gonna have to go for a little bit more than $1. So this one's a much nicer one. I'd put this on for 75 if anyone's interested in it. Very nice note. So how do they do that? I'll run this once for we'll go on the we'll go 70 for this one. There you go. $70. A11477663. Very nice. Nice. What all are you guys looking for? What are we looking for tonight? Alrighty. Okay. Ooh, I have other stuff in this pile. I'll show off. I got some national notes. I got some obsoletes. I got a bunch of new inventory here. I'm gonna run a giveaway. Let's run a givey. Running a givey. Any large nationals? Ooh, Robert. Here, I got one. I got one right. Where'd it go? I got it right here. This one's kind of cool. I'll show this one. I do have other large nationals too. Let me find it real quick. Right? Here you go. Here's a Gotham National Bank out of New York. I got this one marked at 550, but this one comes with some prizes. If you get this one, you get a Batman note with Gotham City on it, and you get the Joker with it, with Gotham City on it. Rentsy note signed by the artist. 3 notes, 1 money, $500. I'm going to run it one time, and then I'll show you the rest of the nationals I got. I got large nationals. I do have some small nationals. So $500 for this one. Again, you get the Gotham National Bank out of New York. It's a plain back. Oof. No comments. You get the Joker Rentsy, and you get the Batman Rentsy to go with it. Alrighty, let's break out the graded stuff. So, is there a particular national you're looking for, or just nationals in general? New York. You want New York? Let's see what I got for New York. Other than that one, I got that Gotham Bank. I don't have any. I don't think I have any small size New York. Do do do. And Boston. I don't know if I have a Boston. I think I got one coming. I got Fort Worth, Texas. Here, I'll just start here. Give me just a sec. I'll kind of flip through what I got and I'll see if I can find. I got a Fort Worth, Texas National. Or they're the Texas National Bank out of Fort Worth. I got this one marked at 700. It does have some minor stains. I got a Phoenix National Bank out of Lexington, Kentucky. This is a top pop and a fine 12. This is only one of 5 out there with this back. It's only one of 11 from this year. I got 1,500 on this one if anyone's interested in it. Let's see. I think that's all. Let me double check. The only New York I have is this Gotham. So if you're wanting a New York, make me an offer on it. I got 550. I ran it for 500 with the 2 Rentsy notes. But if you give me if you don't want the Rentsy's, I can knock some more off the price. Just let me know. I think this is the only New York National I have. Run some Rentsy's. I can run some Rentsy's. Best alone. Ooh, I do 450. Okay, sounds good. T-Rex Life. How's that, Robert? 450 for it. You're at 400. Meet me in the middle at 425. $410 without the rinsies. All right, I'll run it for that. There you go. It is an auction though. If you get it up into the $500 range, I will throw in those rinsing notes. It's a Gotham National Bank. Yeah, all it takes, like I said, worst I can say is no. Robert with the first purchase. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. That was auction number 10. Congratulations on that one. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's a very cool note. I I have to be reminded every now and then that I'm not as much of a collector anymore. Well, on that note, the two Rensies I was going to throw in with it. Why don't we buck and go them? Nope, that's not the Rensies. Jesus. I was going to buck and go an error note. You guys don't want an error note, do you? Oh, we're selecting a Gibby winner. Who's it going to be? Iceman, congratulations. Buck and go on this Rensie note. We're going to dollar and go it. Yes, we are. Bucking and going. You got the Joker. This is the Arthur Fleck Joker. You got the Gotham City right there. You got it signed by the artist. Get in there, y'all. These things are going for $50, $60 all day long. The first couple went way too cheap. We want to get the prices up there. Keep going. Keep bidding. Get me up there, y'all. I know other streamers have these and they sell them for way more, but you're always going to get them bucking and going right here. Carolina Currency's in. Kragan's back in. Keep going. Keep going. $50, $60 all day long, y'all. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to put them away. Kragan taking it down. Congratulations. That was auction number 11. All right, I'm going to run the Batman one. Get me up there, y'all. These things are, like I said, they're $50, $60, $70 notes on other streamers. And I can tell you what, I know where they got them from. They got them from yours truly. Get in there on this one. Dollar and go. We're bucking in and going. One more. We're going to try it one more time. Batman, the glamour of it all, Gotham City, America. You got the Biff. Look at, that's how they climbed up the wall. Even though they showed it like that, they climbed up the wall like that. McCody's in. Keep going. Signed by the artist. Keep going. Oh my goodness. Can't run anymore. All right. They're done. We're done. We're done with that. Congratulations. That was a good first purchase. I appreciate you. That was auction number 12. Thank you so much. All right. Let's pivot to something else. What else y'all looking for? Should we flip through the graded stuff? Here, I'm gonna take a stack of notes and we're just gonna flip through it. How's that sound? Yeah, they are fire. Well, here, what am I doing? I got the graded ones right in front of me. I'm gonna flip through some of these graded ones real quick. If there's something you want to see or you want to ask me if I have, let me know. Give me just a second. I'm gonna shut my door real quick. Getting a little loud up here in the Fezzy household. All right. So Texas National Bank of Fort Worth in a very fine 25. It's a plain back, minor stains. I got that at 700, but again, make me an offer. Lexington, Kentucky, 1 of 5. It's a top pop and a fine 12. I got this one priced at 1,500 or best offer. Again, it's a top pop, 1 of 5 known, 1 of 11 in 1882, 1 of 5 with the brown back. I know I almost did. So I thought this was cool. This is a this is a Detroit, Michigan. Look at this. Look at how gorgeous this thing is. How low will I go on the Texas? Make me an offer on it. I want to get it in your collection. I got it marked at 700. I got some room to play, and you're not going to insult me. Worst I can say is no, or I can't do it for that price. Oh, I can't. Well, I can't do it for that price. I do 550. I could come down $150 off of it. I'd do 550. 500? Yeah, I'll do it for that. Why not? It's an auction though. It's running. It's a Texas National out of Fort Worth. It is a $10 1902 plainback out of Fort Worth, Texas, signed by Spielman and White and a very fine 25. It's a good looking note. Look at that back. I love the backs on these. These are gorgeous. Mick Cody's in there. He's going to take this one home. It looks like no contact. Congratulations. Thank you so much. That was auction number 13. See, that's what you got to do. Ask the Fez man, throw me an offer. Cool. Oh, let's see here. I showed this one already, but check this out. State Bank out of it's a remainder and a choice 58 EPQ. Got 500. Yeah, not a problem, man. Not a problem at all. It's look at that. I just thought this one was neat. So if anyone's interested, I got this one marked at 500 or make me an offer. Now we're getting into some obsoletes that I thought were cool. Here's an Illinois out of Waterloo. This is a proprietary proof and a 65 EPQ. Got $500 on that one if you're interested in that. If there's anyone in here from Illinois, this would be right up here. Oh, I got some cool stuff to show you guys here in just a minute. I'm going to flip through this, but hang on. I got some stamp notes. Here's an 1850 out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I hope I said that right. Rustic Metals and Currency with the raid. If you're not following Rustic Metals, what are you doing? Let's get a giveaway going for them. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. I hope you had a great show. All right, back to it. So here you go, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, in a very fine 30. I got that one marked at 450. It does have a small edge tear. I don't know exactly where it is. It might be that little guy right there. But again, make me an offer on it if you're interested. Here's a interesting piece of history. It's an 1854-55 Georgetown, District of Columbia, and about Unc 53. It's not a remainder. It's signed. I got that one marked at 400. Any Chief or Black Eagle. I do have a Black Eagle. I do have a graded one right here, as a matter of fact. It is graded in a very fine 25. I got it marked at 350, or you can make me an offer, Joe. I don't think I have any raws. 300. All right, I'll run it for that. Give me just a second here. 300. Oh, why is it doing this? It's done this to me before. I hate it when it does this. Give me just a sec. I'm working. Oh, there we go. Woo. There you go. $300. It's running. Joe Pal's in. Nice looking Chief Black Eagle. Very fine 25. You want to see a nice, cool air one after this, Joe Pal? I got one I can show you. It's an expensive one, but it's still cool to see. Joe Pal with the first purchase. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That was auction number 14. Yeah, it's very nice. Check this out, though. I'm going to show this one off. It's a little bit pricey, but it's still kind of cool to see. This is coming from my personal collection, but as I'm learning, dang near everything in my personal collection is for sale. So check this out. Look at that. There's the front and the back. Inverted back error. So I'd part with this one for 1,500 if anyone was interested. Not too many of these running around, but thought I'd just show that off real quick. I just thought it was cool. I've never seen an inverted back error. I do have a Star Note too. That one's a little pricey, but I'm gonna have to track that one down. Let's see here. Here's a Citizens Bank out of New Orleans or out of Louisiana in a 66 PPQ. This one is a remainder. It is a ABCN monogram. Look at that back on that one. That's fire back. Got that marked at 450 if you're interested. Here's a State of Florida 3 Tallahassee in a very fine 20. I got that marked at 380 or best offer. You can make me an offer on this one. State of Mississippi. Is there a state y'all are looking for? Cotton Pledge Series out of Jackson and a Choice Unc 63. Got this one marked at 450. This thing is a gorgeous looking note. Very nice looking note. Let's see here. I got a Monticello Bank. Look at that. Monticello on there and a 20. Got that one marked at 325. There is tears on there. You can make me an offer on this one if you're interested. Here's this is the Omaha one. Check this out. I got a set of Omahas right here. So these are the Western Exchange out of Omaha, Nebraska. The Bishop Hill Colony. It's a famous colony. All these are in a 64 choice. You get the 1, you get the 2, you get the 3, and you get the 5. You get all 4 notes. I got it marked at 2,600 for all 4 if you want the entire set. Nebraska is where I was born. I was raised in Colorado. So all of them are number 775 as well. So that's pretty cool. If you're interested in that, let me know. Make me an offer. Whoops, I'm knocking stuff over. Oh my goodness. Anyone want a battleship? Someone's got to take the battleship out of my hand. Here, let me run it for a killer price. Let's tempt someone with a killer price on this. I have it marked at 900. Why don't I do it for, let's run it for this. 750. It's Battleship out of Cleveland. 25 and no. 25 and no. Rustic Meadow, if you're interested, make me an offer on it, buddy. Yeah. I got that 500 back there too. I got some room to play on that one. So show off this 500 one more time. Get in that. Who's going to win that givey? Mav 1019. Congratulations. It's a lime greenie. Got it marked at 2,400. I'll run it one time for a little bit of a lower price. I think I ran it last time for 22. Why don't we make it 21? $2,100. You get a $500 bill. Yes, it does have surface and internal damage. You can see it right there and right there. Other than that, it's a 500 and it's a lime green. Oh, I feel your pain, my friend. I feel your pain. Alrighty, not a problem. Ooh. So here's a nice eagle. If this doesn't sell tonight, this one might go with me to grading. I'm seriously considering getting this grading. Right now I have it marked at 350 and even Vehicle told me this was way too cheap. I'm going to run it one time for a little bit lower. I'm going to run it one time. You know what? I'm going to go stupid low. $300 for it. McCody's in. Yeah, it's a good one, dude. You're getting a hell of a deal. GSO's in. It is an auction. Get in there. Had it marked at 350. It's going for 310 right now. It's a beauty. It is a beauty of a note. McCody's in. All day long, y'all. McCody's going to take it. Congratulations on that one. That was auction number 15. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Let's check this out. I'm going to show you another cool one. But again, hang around. I got a cool box to show you guys here in just a second. And I may buck and go it too. Buck and go some stuff out of it. So Carson City Savings Bank Certificate of Deposit. So we just talked about silver in our educational show. Here is one of the banks where the stuff has come from. I got it marked at 400, or you can make me an offer. So if you know anyone who collects Carson City coins, any $5 chiefs. I have a chief. It's a severed head chief. I'll show it to you. I don't have a normal chief. This one's kind of cool. It's kind of a talking piece. I'd be willing to part with it for about $800. So it is a 18. Well, actually, I think it's 750. It says on the back. I might go a little lower. 1899 silver certificate in a very fine 25. It does have some damage, but it's a 25. No comments is 1400. Cheapest VF graded since 2022. It's been at roughly 725. It is severed and reattached. If you want a discussion piece, Chief, here you go. Like I said, I have it marked at 725. I could come down a little bit on it if it's something you're interested in. Just let me know. This is actually out of my personal collection. I do not. My other chief is out for grading right now. That'll be up for sale. I can't go that low, McCody. I do 650 would be my bottom on this one. but I would let it go for 650. Here, I'll run it one time for that. Let's see here. Yeah, 650. But thank you for the offer. I do appreciate it. And again, no pressure for anyone. I'm just going to run it one time for that. I mean, it's still a good looking note. And again, comps are at 1400 since 2020. I think it's every bit that 725. I'm giving you room to play. I mean, a very fine 25 with the details, even though it is severed and reattached. I mean, we can look it up in the book too, real quick. Let me do that. Let me look it up in the book. Give me just a sec, y'all. I'm gonna run a Gibby while I'm looking that up. Now, remember, the book is about a little over a year old, so the prices may have changed a bit, but what number is that? I do have some Confederates. 281, 281. Do. Yeah, so check it out. Oof. So FR 281 in a fine 12 is 700, and a VF 20 is 975. So at 650, you have instant equity. So normally when it has details like that, it knocks it down about a grade. So it's about at a fine 12 grade. So like I said, at 650, you have instant equity on that. All right. You know what? Hold on. Let me make sure I do this right. There you go. I'll do it. Cody's in. Yeah, like I said, this is kind of a conversation piece right here. Cody, thank you so much. I appreciate you. That was auction number 16. Hey, Ron. Confederates. Someone wanted some Confederates. Let me find. Oh, look, I got a Confederate coming up next. So I'm gonna show this one, and then we were not a problem. Here's a remainder out of New Haven, Connecticut, in a 66. I got that one at 325. This one is a top pop. So this is the top population. I know, right? This one is a top pop. If you're interested in this one, I got it at 325. Just let me know. The next one up is a Confederate 10. We'll take a look at that, and then I'll find I have a stack of raw Confederates too. Oh, bumping my stuff. So here you go. Here's an 1863 Confederate States of America and an about Unc 53. 225 for this bad boy, or you can make me an offer. You just saw some people making me offers earlier. I am willing to deal. Are you looking for raw? Are you looking for graded? Here's an 1862 Confederate state in an about 50 PPQ. I like that PPQ on a 50. Check that out. It's got stamps on it. Not a problem. Thank you, sir. I'm assuming you're a sir. I appreciate you. Stop in anytime, my friend. And I'll get those sent out probably Friday. So I got 325 on this one. If you're interested, it's a Confederate States 100. Here is a this is a contemporary counterfeit in a 53. I got that one marked at 300. It does have the comment of stains on there. So the thing with contemporary counterfeits is this is how this is how the North, I say we, this is how the North tried to win the Civil War. They basically flooded the market with counterfeits. So this is, even though it's a contemporary counterfeit, it is from the North and it is during the time period. That's hence the contemporary. I got this one marked at 300, or you can make me an offer on that one. Let's see here. I got this nice $10 1862 Confederate in a choice VF35. I got 175 on this one. It is cut canceled. I'm surprised it didn't get a note for that, but you can see the cut cancel right there. That is normal for these. So 175 on this one. If you're really into something interesting as far as Confederates, check these out. And I can make a deal on these. So for the Confederate people out here, this is the fourth printing of the CSA Chemiograph back. This is a $10. And here's the $5 Enigmatic CSA Chemiograph back. Both of them are in a 64. So it's from 1940, the reverse back. Basically, everything I've read on it is this is what the Confederate money was going to look like, but the North confiscated the plates for it, and they were just released by the Smithsonian. And back in the 1940s, they did a limited run of these. Oh, Gibby's getting selected. Who's going to win that, Gibby? Iceman, congratulations. So if you're interested in these, like I said, good piece of history. I got 150 a piece. I would do both for 250. You know what? I'm just going to run it. I'm going to run both for 250. You get both of them for 250 bucks. $250. You get nice piece of history here. These things I've seen them on other sites go for 250 for one, and here I'm giving you 250 for two. Very nice looking. Again, part of American history. It does have the trimmed comment for both. All right, not a problem there. I got another one there. What was this one? Let's see here. Here's a choice Frick. If anyone knows who Pierre Frick is, he is the authority when it comes to this stuff. Really good guy. Can't wait to see him down there at Winter Fun. I got 350 on this one if you're interested. Make me an offer. You want to see raw Confederates? What are we looking for? I could do some raws. I might have some raws running around here. Give me just a second to find them. I do have a few. Here we go. Got look through those. I got stacks of stuff just everywhere. Here, how about we? No, I'm not gonna buck and go that. Anyone want a low serial number? $100 bill. It's a modern serial number or a modern $100 bill, but look at that serial number 274. 274. I would run this for 300 bucks if anyone's interested. If not, this might go with me to grading. Let me know. How about this? I got five consecutive serial number, North Carolina, state of North Carolina. You get 410, you get 415, you get 414, you get 413, you get 412, and you get 411. Got to get these in the right order. Let me put this one back here. So I would do this set. They're sequential. If you're into sequentials, I would do this entire set. That's the fronts and all the backs. I would do it for 250 for the entire set. If you're interested, let me know. Oh, I'm gonna run another Gibby. I got to take a quick bathroom break, y'all. Gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'm gonna get a Gibby going, and then we'll do some more. I got some fractionals I can buck and go. We can do that. Yeah, no, and again, all my stuff that I'm showing, you see a price on it. I'm definitely open to offers. Definitely make me an offer. Get in that Gibby. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Woo, bladder was full, teeth were floating. All right. Let's see. I do have, you know what? I have some North Carolinas I can buck and go. Let's do a couple of those. Here you go. Here's a 50 center. State of North Carolina, 50 cent. Look at that back. Look at that front. That's a good looking note right there. We're going to go ahead and dollar and go this one. Oh, not 250. Yeah, I hate it. Every now and then my computer wants to fight me. Dollar and go. State of North Carolina, 50 cent. I'm selling it to you, starting it at a dollar. These things are 50 cent. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the color. I mean, this thing is gradable right here. You need to send this off to grading. Whoever wins this needs to take it to grading. That is a fine looking specimen of a note right there. Get in there. Seth is in there. Keep going, y'all. This is a 50, 60, $70 note all day long. Kragan's in. I got a couple cool ones coming up. Get me up there. I do not have the Trillion Zimbabwe. I sold all my stuff like that off a while ago. Seth, taking that one down. Congratulations. That was auction number 17. All right, let's see here. How about we do, you want the one to go with it? Here's a one. Check this out. Here's a state of North Carolina $1. Look at that back on that one. I know it looks kind of, what's interesting about this one is it looks all lopsided, right? So apparently when they cut these in the middle of the night and under candlelight. Do you have any here? You know what, Carolina currency? I'm going to mod you up. Okay. Shout out if you got some. Let people know. If you're not following Carolina Currency Brothers, what are you doing, y'all? We're going to buck and go this one right here. This one's going to go dollar and go. It was a $1 trillion Zimbabwe. Dollar and go. State of North Carolina, $1 right here. 1866. Look at the back on that one. I know it looks all messed up, right? But they cut this stuff in the dark. Yeah, there you go. Foreign show next week. Keep going, y'all. $80 note right here. And I bucked and goed it. Oh my goodness. Jeff is in. Jeff is hanging on. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll show it to you, Cash. It's not a note. It's a piece of paper. I'll show it to you. $1. Get in there. Jeff is in. Again, $80 note all day here, y'all. Keep going. Keep it going. Oh, I gotta get a drink. Look at the back on that bad boy. There is that one hole right there. I just noticed it. Keep going. This is why I have that little mirror thing. Jeff, taking it down. Congratulations. That was auction number 18. All right, Cash King, let me show it to you. Oh, here you go. This is a, yeah, I know, right? State of Connecticut Payable Office, January 31st, 1785. So Oliver Wilcott Jr. was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. That is his signature on there. There's the date. I got 300 on this if you're interested, or you can make me an offer. But from what I understand, Oliver Wilcott Sr. and Jr. are the only father-son pair that have signed the Declaration of Independence. Very nice looking piece of history right here. No, I got you. I trust the guy I got it from, and I would guarantee it. So if you were to get it graded and it came back fake, I'd pay you back. I'd take it back, no questions asked. But I mean, I agree with you. It's not graded. I have and in all honesty, if you were not to buy it, I would probably take it with me to Winter Fun and get it graded. So, but that's a legitimate question, and I appreciate your question. I appreciate that, but I would guarantee it. If you were to find out at any time that it's fake, you let me know, and I will buy it back from you for what you paid for it. That's how confident I am in this. So let me know. All right, I'm looking for. Got a couple more here, a couple more North Carolinas. I got this Treasury warrant. Let's see. Set these aside. Yeah, not a problem, Cassius King. Like I said, I appreciate you. Oh, check it. I forgot. I was going to show these. So, anyone into the stamped $2 bills? Check out what I picked up today. And I might have your state. So, they're sequential. So, they're stamped out of Lexington, North Carolina. Yes, we are. And they're all sequentials too. So, I have your state except for, and I'll show you why, except for two states Maine. But check that out. You see the extra part of the bill on there? The front is way off, but that back is fire. So this one I'm going to send off to grading. And the Virginia, the front is way off and the back is fire. So these two are going off for grading. Oh, I know. But yeah, if you want a state, let me know. I will pull it and I will buck and go it. Or if you want all, well, you know what? They're all sequential. They're all sequential to I'll just show it to you. I'd be willing to part with the entire thing for $800, but it's the all 50 states up to 450. And as a matter of fact, which state is it? You get the oh, how ironic it's Wyoming. Wyoming is triple fours. So if you want me to buck, if you have a state you want, I have all of them except for those two. I would be more than willing to buck and go them. Or if you want a consecutive set, you tell me what numbers you want. But like, here's Delaware. How many Commonwealths? I only have that one, unfortunately. But I have, like I said, I have every. You know what? And I would be, I'd be willing to sell Virginia, but I'd have to get a little bit more than just dollar and go for it. I mean, because it is an error note. I'd sell this one alone for 50 with the error. If you're interested, do I have Pennsylvania? I do have Pennsylvania. I have New York vehicle. Let's see here. Let me find New York. There's New York. Pennsylvania. There's Pennsylvania. I do have Illinois. Yeah, this is a fresh pack. Just got it today. Slabbed them up. Now I gotta find. There's Illinois. All right, I'm gonna run New York first. They're all postmarked out of Lexington, North Carolina. Here, I'll show you the postmark a little bit closer. I'm gonna run the first one here. No, I looked a little closer. It's Lexington. Lexington, North Carolina. So this is the New York. I'm gonna try bucking and going one of them. Here we go, New York. Here we go. If not, if it goes too cheap, I'm gonna put them in I'm gonna set them in a premium. Dollar and go. You get North. Here you go. This is the state of North New York. Lexington, North Carolina. Get in there, y'all. Stamped. This is number 131000411. Get in there. JT with the first purchase. Oh my goodness. That was auction number 19. Congratulations. All right. Here you go. Here's Illinois 421. All right, we'll try it again. Dollar and go. Oh wait, it was Pennsylvania was next. Sorry, we're gonna do Pennsylvania. Sorry about that. Pennsylvania. Here you go. 402. Let's do it. Dollar and go. Get in there, y'all. It's Pennsylvania. Vehicles in. Vehicles holding strong. There's the back and the front. Vehicles holding on at 11. Keep going, y'all. These are 30, 40, $50 notes all day long. 131-00402. It's stamped Pennsylvania. You got Lexington, North Carolina, April 13th. It's a stamp note. Vehicles holding on. Oh my goodness. Vehicle taking it down. Congratulations, vehicle. That was auction number 20. All right, I'm going to try one more. I'm going to try the Illinois one. But yeah, we're going to have to get those prices up there. These are going for, you got the 250th anniversary of the country coming up. Here's Illinois. We're going to run this $1 and go. Yeah, 2026 is tomorrow in a few hours. Matter of fact, it's 2 hours. RMP is in. Get in there. Cragen's in. This is Illinois. Lexington, Kentucky, or Kentucky, saying Kentucky. North Carolina stamped. Keep going. Cragen's holding on. He knows what it's worth. Keep going, y'all. Double zeros on every single one. He is correct. Keep going. Cragen. Congratulations. That was auction number 21. All righty. We'll put those aside. Nice pickups. Nice pickups. Let's see here. What else? Oh, wait. I got more. What else do I got to? There's another stack of stuff I was going to show. Let's see here. Yeah, it was too cheap. Too cheap. Way too cheap. I'll hold off on them for a little while. Here, we'll go through this stack. Very cheap. Very, very cheap. Move that out the way. Here, I got a couple of I got a couple more. These are just regular stamped ones. I'll try a couple of these real quick and see how they do. These ones are stamped out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Hit a givey. I can do that. Let's run a givey. All right, here you go. This is a just a normal stamp one. This is out of Cleveland. I think it's Cleveland. I can't remember. $1 and go. Nice little stamped $2 bill. Cragen's in. Give you at least a face. Oh my goodness. First day of issue. Yeah, sorry. First day of issue notes. Stamped. Oh, that one says 77. I guess this one's not. This was stamped a year later. Keep going. Stamped first day issues. This one isn't first day. I just noticed that. I just noticed the date. So let me check the other ones. I don't normally say this, but this is not stamped 76. I just noticed that. Ricky, if you want to cancel it, I'll leave it up to you. But it is not stamped 1976. It was stamped a year later in 77. All right. Like I said, I just noticed that. So man, I didn't see that. Here's one that's 76. Right. That one's a 76. That one's a 76. This one's actually really cool. Yeah, I didn't. Wow, 3 of them. All right, I'm going to set those aside. I'm going to take a look at them. So here you go. Here's one that's stamped. So basically in 1976, during the 200, yeah, I'm sure it is rare in the 76s. during the 200th anniversary of our country, they came out with the new $2 bill, right? So this is the new back on the $2 bill. And people rushed out to get the $2 bills. Yeah, second year of issue. And basically they would before this was before grading, they would slap a postage stamp on it, take it to their post office, and have them cancel it. And that was just kind of a way to signify the that this was the first day of issue. And April 13th was Jefferson's birthday. So here we go. Dollar and go on this one. We're gonna buck and go this one. Dollar and go. We're a bucking and a going. Try one more of these. This is a 1976 stamp $2 bill. It is out of Cleveland. I believe that's Cleveland. I can't tell. But anyway, you get the idea. It's stamped. Get in there. These are $30, $40 notes all day long. Keep going. Vehicle City's in. Vehicles holding on. Keep going, yo. Keep it going. Vehicles holding on at 15. Vehicle taking that one down. Congratulations. That was auction number 23. All right. We will put the rest of those away and we'll flip through some other stuff. Okay. Showed that. Put that over there. Put that over there. I don't have those priced. Here you go. Here's a raw R. I got that one marked at 125. So this is a oh my god, I can't remember. It's not the specimen, it's the whatever they call it. So this is an experimental 1935A. Right. I'm gonna bring them to fun. 125 on that, or you can make me an offer. That's pretty cheap. This one's pretty badass. Anyone into horse blankets, you guys need to get a star horse blanket. I got this one marked at 435 if you're interested in that one. 435 for a star horse blanket. Oh, let's see here. I do have a here you go. Here's a $5 1963 5. I have $70 on that one. Do we have enough people to dollar and go it? I might try it. Let's see. I'll do one more buck and go. Yeah. Dollar and go. It's a Red Seal $5 bill, y'all. 1963. Very nice looking. Get in there. It's worth more than $1. Keep going. It's a $5 bill. Don't let Cragen get it for $5 or for $1. Cragen's still holding on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love the 500 too. Keep going. I had $70 on there. Definitely want to get close to that. It's definitely up there in that range. Cragen's holding on. Is he going to get it for the cheap? He sure is. Congratulations on that one. That was auction number 24. All right, we're done bucking and going for the night, y'all. Here's a 1963 5. We'll put that aside. We're done bucking and going for now. Let's see here. These are pretty cool. We kind of talked tonight about Depression era and stuff like that. This is during the 1907 panic. Yes, Happy New Year to all. I got this one marked at 150. This is a clearinghouse check out of Los Angeles. Let's see here. I got the one clearinghouse check out of LA. This is a 1907 clearinghouse check. I got that one for 100. If someone wanted to pass Happy New Year 2026, 250th anniversary of the country's around the corner. I got 250 on this. I'd sell it for 200 if someone wants the set. I'll go ahead and run it one time for that. 200 bucks. So Los Angeles Clearinghouse, kind of a neat little November 1907. Both of them are November 1907. Just a piece of American history. I love the backs on these. These backs are fire. Very nice. Nice. Alrighty. Let's see here. I got this Chicago Clearinghouse check. Got this at $90 if anyone's interested. Got a Boston National or Belton National out of Belton, Texas. Look at that, 1999. I have that marked at 190. I got some large size here. We could take a look at real quick. I was looking for more Confederates, but maybe they're in this pile. So here's a nice sawhorse. Got that one marked at 400 or best offer. Is there anything y'all are looking for? Anything at all? Is there something you need for your collection? Here's a nice bracelet back for 320. Let me know what you're looking for. I may have it. Here's a national currency out of Spartanburg. It's a 10. 475 on that. Only 45 total known for this bank. Very nice. Texas Nationals just for smaller towns near Fort Worth. Ooh, I do have. Nah, I'm probably going to be on for about maybe 20 more minutes. It's all good, dude. Like I said, I think I'm going to get ready to get off here in a little bit. Let me see. I did just add some Texas. Here's a Stromberg and a Washington. I appreciate the yo, buddy. Oh, someone's got to buy this for me too. I'll show this off. Man, where'd it go? This happens to me all the time. I always say these bills are like children. I literally just had that thing. Give me just a minute, y'all. I know, right? Oh, they're the Confederates. Found the Confederates. We'll run through those next. Well, it was funny because I literally just had them in my hand. But I do have an orange. I think I have an orange Texas running around here somewhere. That's what I'm trying to find. So here I'm gonna run another Givy while I'm looking. Get in the Givy. And it's funny because I'm like I'm really good at being organized and ready to go, and then everything just goes cattywampus. I got some food coupons too, if anyone's into that. Here I got a couple of those. I'll show those off too. Got my Fezzy After Dark stuff. Where did you go? Do. It's got to be in here. Yeah. Well, and again, I just had it. I just organized it. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. There's Oklahoma City. There's Orange, Texas. Okay. Yeah. See, told you. They're like little children. All right. Orange, Texas. 2765 and a very fine 25 with an EPQ grade. I got that marked at 750. Thomas, or you can make me an offer on it. Yeah, I sold another Fort Worth earlier today. Shoot, that's the only other Texas I had. I have Oklahoma City in a 58 for 700. I got a Philadelphia repeater serial number for 550. I don't think I have any raws. I'll look through my raw stack too here in a second. And that's the only ones I have graded. As far as raws, I think I'm almost out of everything raw when it comes to that. But Fort Worth, I will keep my eye out. I may have one coming. Yeah, keep following me. I have more stuff coming this coming week. Saturday. Hopefully it'll be in here on time. But I try to keep stocked up on Texas stuff. I do have some Belton checks, and I gotta do my Texas geography a little bit better. Let me see. I don't know. This might not be your thing, but I can show them to you. Give me just a second. Oh, I gotta find them first. Oh, those are New York. It's New Orleans. I mean, I usually have some old checks lying around from that area. Belton's between Waco and Austin. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, yeah, I'm not finding it. I usually yeah, like I said, the checks aren't even around here, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Nope. Unfortunately, those are the ones I got. But I'll keep my eye out for you and just keep coming back. I usually yeah, right, I bet. I do have a cool set here of Hawaii's, but yeah, Thomas, I will bookmark my shows. Also follow Vehicle City as well. Um, he carries Texas notes, and I believe Jaycock does too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to be at Winter Fun next week. I'll definitely keep my eye out for you. So keep following me and just keep messaging me and say, hey, something around Fort Worth, and we'll find something for you. One of us will. Here's a cool set for you. It's a 65 EPQ. You got the very fine 25 and the 5. You got the very fine 20 and the 10. You got the choice very fine and a 35. No comments. Nice. Yeah, I bet Jaycock will be at that one. Um, I am selling the entire set for $1,000 if anyone's interested. I've done all the work for you, and you're basically paying for the 65 on the one. So I'll run this at $1,000. So you get all four graded Hawaii's. I basically helped you complete. You're completing your collection, and you're getting a nice 65 out of the deal. 65 is, I believe, 450 to 500 alone. So you're almost getting two notes for or four notes for the price of two. All right, not a problem there. Anyone into food coupons? I got a nice two here. If anyone's interested, I'd be willing to buck and go one, see how it does if I get some fire in the chat. Anyone into gold certs? I got some gold certs. Here, check this out. I've been making this killer deal. So you want a gold cert collection? Here you go. You get a 10. You get a 20. You get the 50. This one? I'd run it for $50. What year is the 20? The Hawaii. How much was I would do 450 on it alone. I'll tell you in just a sec. I'll go through them all again. I do 450 by itself, or you can make me an offer. I'll set that off to the side. So let me show you all the years. So this one is 1913, 1922, and 1922. So here you go. I got 1350, 900, 475. I would do the whole set for 2100, which basically means you're buying the 50, most of the 20, and you're getting the 10 for free. But let me show you the backs on these. There's the back of the 50. There's the back of the 20. Look at this 10. This 10 is freaking sweet. Now, if you want just the 20, Thomas, I do have another 20 here. It's a 1922. I got this one marked at 850, but you can make me an offer on this one. Yeah, just curious, what is your range? You don't, I mean, if you say you don't want to tell me, that's fine. But like I said, I'm wheeling and dealing tonight. I'd be willing to entertain offers on it. Let me know. Oh, jeez. Here's a nice treasury note. Got this at 550. If anyone's interested in that one. I gotcha. Here, I'm going to set these down for a second. I'll go through this stack and then I'll probably call it a night. I'm going to move these out the way real quick. Set those right there. Oh, here's a nice 20. I got this one at 325, or again, make me an offer. It's a Cleveland 20. It's a New York. Everyone needs a wood chopper. Here's a nice choppa. It's a choppa. I got this one marked at 350. The 20 gold or this one? Oh, sorry, I didn't say 325, or you can make me an offer, T-Rex Life. What are you thinking, buddy? I'm wheeling and dealing tonight, buddy. Happy Slappy, how you doing, buddy? Here, I tell you what, I'll run it. I'm gonna run it stupid cheap. I'm doing pretty good. What did I say on there? 325. Here, we'll do 300. Not a bad looking note. Yeah, let me know. I got a little bit of, I got a few of them in here. I'll leave it close by, T-Rex. If you want it, just tell me to run it again. So here you go. Check this out. I don't make a deal on this too. Look at the number 15466. This is a low number, right? I have it marked basically 350. It's the same price as this one, but look at this. 977-55133. So you're going to get a super low and a super high serial number. 1907 wood chopper. So I have it at 700 for the pair. I'll do them both for 600 bucks. You get the super low and the super high all in the same time. 600 bucks. You get the low serial number. You get the high serial number. 2 notes, 1 money. We're running. Good looking notes. Alrighty, not a problem on that one. Here's a 10. Here's a blue 10. Cleveland, Ohio. I got this one marked at 300. If you're interested in this one, let me know. Make me an offer. I'm going to run another givey. I am going to get off here in a little bit. So if you have something you're looking for, let me know. I do have some Confederates I can run through real quick if someone's interested in Confederates. Here's a nice 5. Red Seal 5 out of Minneapolis, harder one to find. I got that one marked at 650. Here is a nice Red Seal 5 out of San Francisco, much harder district to get in the Red Seal. I got that one marked at 500. Here's a Red Seal 10 out of St. Louis. I got that one marked at 550. Here is a pretty good, there's a little bit of washout on the front. St. Louis. Don't mind that price. I would obviously do it the same price as the other one, 550, because of the washout. Here's another Grover Cleveland, 20. Chicago. I got that one a bit cheaper at 220. Here, you know what? I want to have some fun. It's usually I do Fezzy after dark on Fridays, but I want to have a little bit of fun with y'all. So let me find those. Funny thing is, I just saw them too. It was probably I think it's in this stack, as a matter of fact. Oh, here's a Planters National Bank out of Savannah. The Green Eagle, sure. Oh, I think the Green Eagle sold. To be honest with you, yeah, the Green Eagle sold. Barry, sorry about that. Yeah, that one sold. Oh, I do have these Confederates I was going to show. I'll run through the Confederates. Oh, check these out. I'll run through this stack real quick and then probably call it a night unless you guys have other requests. But keep the requests coming. Here is a $8 Annapolis, Maryland Colonial for 285. Here's a cut canceled 10 shilling. Which state is that again? Connecticut for 140. I thought this was pretty cool. French Revolution. If you're into history, this is a French Revolution note. I got that for 125 if anyone's interested. This one was different. This is a colonial, but it was pasted onto the back of it looks like an old newspaper. I got that one marked at 120 or make me an offer. It's a bit rough, but still pretty cool. I mean, it was put on the back of a piece of newspaper. I haven't done a lot of research on this. I just got this in the other day. Here is a cut canceled comptroller's office from, oh my goodness. I haven't played with these notes enough. Connecticut. I got that one marked at 250. It's kind of funny. That's my father-in-law's name, John Robbins. I'm tempted to give it to him. Here's a Charleston and Savannah Railroad for 150. This was, if I remember right, this is a Confederate railroad pass. These things are hard to come by. So if you have a railroad fan in there, that would be good for them. Here's the state of Florida, 25 cent. Look at that back on that one. If I get fire in the chat, I might be willing to buck and go it. Here's a 2 shilling and 6 pence, North Carolina. I'd do 180 for that one. Everyone needs to have some colonial currency. This is a scarce block of 6 unused Civil War Confederate stamps for 150. I've seen one of these go for just one stamp. Big Guile, nice. I've seen one of these stamps go for $90, so 150 for a 6-pack is pretty good. Yeah, you're welcome. Here's a Richmond and Allegheny Railroad pass. I'd be tempted to buck and go this if someone's interested. Here's a corporation out of Tallahassee. So I got a couple of these, and I think I was going to try to sell them as a set. Let's check out the backs on these. So they're all out of Tallahassee, and they're all printed on. I mean, you can kind of see it. So those are pretty neat. So you get the 50, the 25, another 25, and another 25. Bank of Commerce, yeah. So pretty neat on that. If someone wants that one. Here's a state of Florida, $1. Got that one marked at 110. Here's a state of Florida, 5 out of Tallahassee. Got that one marked at 165. This one, Trap House, 165, or you can make me an offer on it. What are you thinking? You have no clue? So I got it marked at 165. I'll run it for, you know what? I tell you what, I'll even do this. Here's the state of Florida 1. There's the state of Florida 5. I got it marked at 110 and 165. I'll run him for, that's 275. I'll run both for 250. So you get the 1 and you get the 5 for 250. $25 off, and you get them both. You get the 1 and the 5. You want me to buck and go some stuff? I can find some stuff to buck and go. Yeah, it's way cheap. Alrighty. So I heard buck and go. Let me find some buck and go stuff, and we will end the night with some bucking and some a going. Unless there's anything else you want. If there's anything else you're looking for, now is the time to tell me. What are we looking for, chat? There's a Bank of Cape Fear if anyone's into the Cape Fear. Let's see here. Dude, tell me about it. It's 3 consecutives. Here you go. Oh, I found one. Here we go. All right, I'm going to try to buck and go some web notes to end the night. So these are web notes. Web note is the modern day. Basically, a web note is a modern day experimental note. These are circulated, but they're web notes. So there's not too many of them out there. You can tell it's a web note. It has the little number here. It's 1995. They only made web notes for 1988. Let me see if I get this right. 88, 93, and 95. Basically, it was a continuous process. Like currently, they do sheets, but they tried a continuous process. This is one of the notes from that continuous process. They did not make them for very long, and they are definitely scarce. I'm going to go ahead and bucket and go a couple of them. We're a bucking and a going. These are web notes. These are the modern day experimental. These are good looking notes. And even in this condition, they should be going for $30 to $40 all day long, y'all. Get in there. T-Rex Life is in. Brawl's in. We're a bucking and we're a going. Good looking notes. T-Rex Life. Brawl's in. T-Rex Life is back in. And they have a book on these. I can show you the book, but yes, you're going to look for the back plate and the front plate. Like this one is a 6. The back plate on this one is a 10 or a 12. So you'll look it up in the book, the 612 in the block, and it'll tell you exactly how many they're printed. Yes, 1992 to 1996. T-Rex Life. Took that one down, and I lost my stickers. Oh, that's funny. That was auction 25. I'm going to have to break out a new set of stickers. And right after I do this, I'm probably going to find my other set of. Oh, there they are. I just found them. Ooh. Nope, that ain't it. Shoot. I'll break out a new set. That was auction number 25. Congratulations on that one. You know what? I got a couple other things. Anyone interested in these? I got these first day issue stamps. Here, I'll go back to those in just a second, but I thought these were cool from Huntsville, Alabama. I'm going to try bucket and go in one of these. There you go. It's a first day of issue, Space Fantasy Neptune Patrol. It's a first day of issue stamp, authorized gold stamp replica. I thought it was neat. First day issue. You got the stamp, you get the gold stamp in there as well. Kragan's in. Sealed. Pretty cool. Keep going, y'all. Brawl's holding on. Kragan's back in. Comes with a little card with it too. Forgot to show you the card. There is a card. Space. The help. Help. Comes with a little card, a little informational card that goes with it. So you get some information on it. Brawl taking that one down. Congratulations. That was auction number 26. That was a good pickup. Let's see here. I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 more. You want the rest of them? Tell you what. Here, I'm going to show them to you, and then I'm just going to run it for a set price. So there's a Saturn Patrol. Here is the City of Explorers. Here's the Explorers in Flight. And then the last one I got is the Space Station. I'm going to run them at my cost. There's 4 of them there. $40. I mean, this is me not making a dime, to be honest with you. How about this? I'll knock $5 off. Yeah, that's a hell of a deal. I'm originally from Longmont, Boulder area. I live in North Carolina now. Congratulations. It was a hell of a pickup. That was auction number 27. But yeah, I went to Colorado State University. That was my college. Graduated high school in Longmont. So I'm a Colorado boy. $20 bill. Yeah, run the Tesla. No. I got that one marked at 850, or you can make me an offer on it. Okay. I mean, I'm definitely entertaining offers, and you're not going to insult me if you give me a low offer. I might just say no, but all right, y'all. I think this is going to be the last one. I'm going to try to buck and go one more and see what happens. Dollar and go on this bad boy. It is a web note. It is a 1995. There's the 6 and there's the 12 on that one. It is a web out of Boston. Web notes are the modern day equivalent of a experimental. That's just smuts on the thing. It's not on the bill itself. It's worth more than a dollar. Keep going. Brawl, taking that one down. I can't quite go that low. I could do, let's see here. Let me take a look. Tell you what. I mean, I could do 700. I can't do 360. I mean, I'll knock off 150 bucks off of it, but I do appreciate your offer. No, no, no sorry needed. I mean, I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate your offer. So, no, I get it. No, I want you guys to haggle with me a bit. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Fezzy is beat the $2. Oh, I can show you that. This is a battleship. I got this one marked at 900, or make me an offer. This is out of Cleveland, Ohio. Um, I got it marked at 900, or you can make me an offer on this one. John Jr. Here, I'll run it once for 850. There you go. 850. It is a battleship out of Cleveland. Cool. No problem. All right, y'all. I think I'm calling it. I'm beat. I got to go and hang with the family, watch the ball drop. So let's create a raid. Who are we going to raid? Let's go raid Steady Lurkin. Thank y'all. Happy New Year. Thanks again. Same here, buddy. Get in there, give Steady Lurkin some love, and I'm going to run the show tomorrow. So follow me and follow my shows. We're going to show off some more stuff and have some fun.